Simpson, coach.
W7 Live, just underway. Pewaukee and Stevens Point. Gary Whipperman, W7, along with me, the coach, Dan Carey from Pius Catholic. Coach, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. One of these days, we're going to keep your microphone
there
unmuted.
We go. There we go.
One of these days. Thanks for joining us, Coach. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
Well, we get much of a chance to chat. I mean, pregame with two really good teams here.
Yeah, expecting a really good game.
Yep.
I think this one's going to be a track meet. Both teams look to run.
Stevens Point in black jerseys, black shorts. (16:46) just underway. If you're just joining us, you're right on time. It's W7 Live, fifth game of 6. Pewaukee and Stevens Point will end tonight with Germantown Oak Creek. Here's Kennedy Osterman to Lauren Schill. Can't leave her alone. Yeah. No good on the 3. Schill, first team Woodland Conference last year. Great player, junior this year.
Yeah, off to a great start.
Pass ahead, and Reyes misses the layup. Ellie Reyes, the senior. She's a great ball player, Coach. You know she's just kicking herself over that.
She's fun to watch.
She is. She's a hard-nosed player. I'll tell you what, that kid took some tumbles Tuesday night when we were in Wauwatosa East. And I love how hard she plays the game.
Yes. Very tough kid.
Well, at the free throw line for Stevens Point is number 40, Leah Ernest, 5'11" junior. First one in and good.
She's their top player, committed to play at Valparaiso. Only a junior. Had 26 against Neenah, 22 against Oshkosh North. Really looking forward to seeing her game.
Second one by Ernest, in and good. 2-0 Stevens Point.
The press off the free throw.
Schill, no good. Jendi on the rebound. Osterman into the lane, no good. Rebound Ernest.
Ooh, nice. Oh, she covers some ground with those
Boy,
dribbles.
She does. Ernest is fouled.
Well, similar to Mortag in the last game, see her get a rebound and just take it and go.
Yep. 5'11" junior, Leah Ernest.
She'll get a chance to play at Valparaiso in the Missouri Valley Conference against another Spash alum, Maggie Nygaard, who's playing at Drake now.
Nice.
As a freshman. So
look at you, Mr. Spash knowledge.
I spent a lot of time up there trying to recruit Maggie. As good of a kid as I ever recruited. So kind. Her family's incredible. She'll do great things at Drake.
Jendi ahead to newcomer. Reyes drives in, no good. Gets her own rebound. Back up again, no good.
Oh, they are going hard at the offensive glass.
Well, that's the thing that you can look at as, hey, maybe they're not going in, but boy, they're getting a lot of looks.
They are.
And it's too good of a team for them not to start falling. So
yeah.
Rebound.
Nice box out there.
That's the freshman, Sarah Newcomer.
Yep.
She'll be a fun one, Coach, for the next 3 years. Osterman, great move, but she traveled.
Extra step there. Tried the Euro, but one too many steps.
Germantown's in the house, Coach.
Yes, that's going to be a great game.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Creek.
Germantown Oak Creek coming up. Matt Stolberg, head coach of Watertown, will be doing that game with me, and I should have done more studying, Coach. I'm worried. I'm worried about the technical knowledge that Coach Stolberg has.
Oh, man.
I'm going to look like it was like a basketball thing, right?
And following me, I mean, he's going to look even smarter. He really scheduled it well. He knew I was doing this game. He's like, yeah, I'll do the next one for sure. The ratings will be through the roof.
4-0.
Little horn set here for Pewaukee.
Here's newcomer, Osterman, Vivian Jendi.
I was so impressed with Osterman watching her against East the other night. She's just a floor general.
She is.
She runs the show.
You are absolutely right. She makes everything go.
And she doesn't even have to score. I mean,
no.
She just does the right things out there.
Yeah, she only averages 5 points a game, but if you can shut her down, you shut that whole offense down.
Yeah.
Maddie Guard from Oak Creek climbing the steps. It's great seeing all these kids, Coach. I just love seeing these kids all together. It's just neat to see it.
I just love how invested you are in these kids.
Oh, it's just so fun.
This is such a great program you have going.
I always say we take so much more than we give. It's just so much fun. Out of bounds. That's Maddie Rogan. She's a fun one, too. 33 Rogan.
Gosh, she can really go. I think she's comparable to Romero from Central. She is a lightning quick little water bug out there. She's committed, I believe, to William Penn, NAIA, same as Natalia Laguzimon from West Dallas Hale. So those two together will be fun to watch at Penn. Talking quickness right there.
Woo. Nasty from Hale. I just love that kid. She's fantastic. She'll have a great senior year for the Huskies and Coach Soteros. Here's newcomer, top of the key to Jendi. I challenged Vivian Jendi today, Coach, in pregame, and said, "Hey, I want you to have the game that you should have, and come talk to me afterwards on camera, because I mean she is an incredible talent."
Yeah.
They didn't really look at her a lot the other night, which I was surprised. I mean, you win by 18, so I mean you can't really criticize anything. I just thought that they would look more to Jendi than what they did.
Yeah, and she's such a presence on both ends.
She is.
With that length and. A lot to like about her game on both ends of the court, for sure.
4-2 in favor of Stevens Point. Points at a premium so far, Coach.
Yep.
Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Schill.
Nice
skip pass, Jendi. No good. Rebound, Ernest. Boy, she cleans up the board. Nice.
She does, and she goes. See her attack here. A little crossover. Nice finish. Yeah, she's a player. You can see it.
Well, she's got 5 of their 6.
Nice finish.
And there's 2 for Morgan Goodman.
She was impressive against Tosa East.
Yes.
At 12 the other night.
Yes. You know, the thing with this Pewaukee team is it's kind of death by 1,000 cuts. I mean, you got so many weapons on this team that can hurt you. You can't really key on anybody.
Box out by Goodman. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you would say key on Schill, but if you do that, I mean, you're opening up huge opportunities for everybody else.
Yeah, they put multiple scorers out in the court at one time. The threats that they can put out there. I mean, Coach Reuter, he walked into a gold mine here with so many good players and great youth program in Pewaukee.
Yeah.
Todd Hansen did an incredible job.
He did.
With that
Todd Hansen's a fantastic coach.
Yeah.
And, we're actually going to cover his team, Kettle Moraine, tomorrow when they play Martin Luther. That'll be a fun one, and looking forward to seeing Coach Hansen. And you know, just the kind of guy Todd is, and you know this already, Coach. And he called me and said, "Hey, I'd like to come and do a couple games with you. What about coming back and doing the Pewaukee games?" I mean, just class guy up and down. I just love that.
First class all the way.
Yes, no question about it.
I had a privilege to coach one of his former players, Jordan Swan, at UWM, who's now an assistant with Coach Reuter at Pewaukee, and got to know Todd through that. And he's so well respected in the coaching community.
Yes.
Not just for how good of a coach he is, but kind of a guy he is.
Nice steal, and in for 2, Casey Hintz. First 2 for Hintz. It's 8-4 in favor of Stevens Point.
The flex offense here from Pewaukee.
I would say the shots aren't falling, but you know what, Coach? Stevens Point is playing great defense.
They really are, and they're getting back in transition. You know how much Pewaukee wants to run.
Yes.
And Spash is making them play a half-court game.
Timeout on the floor. Let's take a look inside the huddles here. Now there's the Stevens Point huddle. Coach, thoughts on this program? On the Stevens Point basketball, community program. I mean, what's the identity of it?
Well, I think both on the boys' side, obviously they've had an incredible run over there, and now with the girls, that's just really good consistency over the court. I mean, to have 2 Division I players come through with Nygaard and now Ernest. Says a lot about their program, and
I think sometimes that whole area is an overlooked kind of hot pocket of such talent.
Such good basketball up there. And
we were up at Mosinee, and boy, I tell you, talk about good players up there.
Yeah, and they really are committed to excellence in athletics at that school in all sports. Got a nephew that's on the boys soccer team there, the goalkeeper. And,
Lauren Schill on the basket for Pewaukee. Her first
deflection there. Newcomer. Doesn't play like a freshman.
No, she really doesn't.
I love her mentality.
Yes.
You can tell she's just a gamer.
Talk to her. You saw this the post game. Talk to her after the game, and she doesn't talk like a freshman. I mean, she talks like a mature young woman basketball player that really knows what she's doing.
Coach Reuter putting her up on top of that press. That's a lot of trust in a freshman.
Yeah.
So obviously, he believes in her abilities too.
8-6 Stevens Point, and there's a foul. Nope, jump ball. That's heads up. That's Lauren Schill. That's just heads up play by Lauren.
Yeah.
We talked about you can't just key on Schill. I mean, for any other team, you'd have to key on her because I mean she is such a great basketball player.
Yeah, very well rounded. Can do a lot of different things to impact winning. Nice
Jendi,
pick and pop.
No good. Rebound, Schill.
You see Schill go to the glass there.
Jump ball. It'll be Stevens Point basketball.
Schill's got such good strength, and you just look at her, and she's just really tough to box out and moves well.
8-6 in favor of Stevens Point. Here's Maddie Rogan. Cross half court. Nice pass. Rachel Lummis. Coming in is Megan Zielsdorf for Pewaukee. She'll come in for Jendi.
It's a good hustle there by Goodman to knock that thing out of bounds. It looked like they had a layup from where we were standing, and she got back into it quick and got that tip.
Good defense by 41. I think that's Brock, if I remember right. Yeah, Austin Brock.
Yeah.
Great deny on that blob, coach. That could have been an easy bucket. And Austin, again, those little things you don't always pick up on. She denied that and prevented that from happening.
Right.
Here's Maddie Rogan. Back to Ernest. She'll shoot for three. No good. Rebound, Zielsdorf.
Another good job by Goodman to get her hand on that rebound.
Oh, nice move by Morgan Goodman.
Yep.
That was a great crossover, coach.
Yep.
That was
very good. Good change of speed. She's only a sophomore, man.
They're stacked. They just are. They're stacked.
Yeah.
And you talk about Coach Reuter having a goal line, which is true, but he's really good at finding the strengths and leveraging those for the betterment of the team. He's a great coach.
Yeah.
And he's going to do a great job here.
Well, and he's been obviously in the community for a long time,
yes.
and a lot to live up to with his dad.
Well, that is a lot. His dad, of course, longtime girls basketball coach at Pewaukee and the WBCA Hall of Fame, as he very well should be.
You can imagine how much he learned about the game growing up and being around such a legendary coach as his father.
And he's such a likable guy. I mean, the girls, you can tell they really want to play for him.
Nice, yeah.
8-7 in favor of Stevens Point. 10-10 to go first half.
Ooh, that looked like a travel.
Here's Ernest. Good defense by the Pirates. Ernest drives in, can't get it, gets her own rebound, back up strong. Whew. Gonna have to do something about her, coach.
She's relentless. I like her motor.
Yeah, it's constant go.
Yeah.
10-7 in favor of Stevens Point. 9:41 left first half. Zielsdorf top of the key to newcomer. Goodman, Schill. That wasn't open, that back cut.
Yeah.
That was not there.
They had that covered.
Schill looked inside and that was not a good pass. Great defense. Of course, she makes it up on the other end.
Yep.
Here's Goodman, coast to coast for two.
Finish.
Morgan Goodman. That's 4 for Goodman. It's 10-9 in favor of Stevens Point.
Oh, good hustle by newcomer. Yep, gets the tip out of bounds. That's just great effort by the freshman. It's got to make Coach Reuter happy.
10-9, 9:08 to go.
See what they run here on the out of bounds. In a deep corner, sometimes that can be a tough place to inbound from. A little shot for the inbounder here.
Osterman,
Nice.
Kennedy Osterman for 3.
Nice screen set there, too.
Well, you
along
saw
the
that one coming,
baseline.
Coach. Nice call on that. You saw that one. That was a great play.
Yeah, nice job by Osterman getting her feet set. Good place to
Ball
trap
on the
there.
floor. Again, Austin Brock.
Yeah. She's tough.
She is tough.
She got down there and ripped that thing out of there.
5'9" junior.
You just see the depth of Pewaukee. I mean, they just run waves of quality players
They
at
do.
you. And
So Jordan Berglund, I believe that, Jordan Berglund in 53.
yeah, her sophomore.
Her dad manages all the point spreads on Pewaukee's
I saw that.
games,
Yes,
so.
yes.
Troy.
As you said,
Osterman to Goodman. Nice head fake.
Nice
Great
pass.
dish
Yeah.
to Sealsdorf from Goodman. Well, you love when a 5'9" forward can make a dish like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Timeout, Spash. 14-10, Pewaukee. 8:28 to go first half. Boy, you just see flashes with this Pewaukee team that just shows you how good they really could be.
They're only going to get better.
Yeah.
I mean, as they get more and more comfortable with coach's system and with each other, with those young players melding with the older ones, they've got all the ingredients to make a really strong push, not only in the Woodland Conference, but deep into the postseason.
What I really love about this team, Coach, is that they're. I mean, it's such a cliche, but they are such an unselfish group.
Yep.
It's really about distribution, sharing the ball, finding the open player, and executing it. It's not about egos and I get mine and I get mine. It would be easy for Lauren Schill to say, look, I was all conference, I should be featured. It should be about me. She doesn't do that. It's all about everybody.
Yeah, and finding the best shot every possession and trusting that your teammate will get the job done.
I went to practice a couple weeks ago and hung out with the team for a couple hours, and what I noticed at first, I thought it was just really low energy because they were so quiet. But the more I've thought about it, the more I've kind of contemplated on it. What I really think is they're just a very business-minded team. It's about coming to work and doing what you're supposed to do and getting the job done. It's not a lot about goofing around.
Yeah, you just want it when they step in between the lines. You want to be focused. Here's a really
Osterman
good
on the
trap by
steal.
Osterman. Yep.
Great bounce pass.
There's a perfect
for
example
2.
right there. Osterman could have forced the tough layup, but she fed it to her teammate for the easy layup.
Osterman to Berglund. Great assist.
Another
and
steal.
Berglund makes the steal. Head fake. Doesn't get it. Osterman at 5'4" comes and grabs the rebound.
Yep. She just makes them go, doesn't she?
16-10 Pewaukee. Osterman the floor general, top of the key.
This is just a high-energy lineup right now.
It
that
is.
Coach has out on the floor for Pewaukee.
Goodman.
They're playing at good pace. They're cutting hard.
Zielsdorf. You can't leave her open out there. She'll hit that.
Yeah.
No good on the 3. Rebound at Spash.
I like that she didn't hesitate. Stevens Point has got to get the ball in the middle third of the court more. They're playing right into Pewaukee's hands up along that sideline in the corners.
Leah Ernest again for
what?
2. Coach, do you look at the box and one type thing on her maybe?
I would consider it, yeah. I really would.
I mean, she's got all their points except for 2.
Whether it's a denial or just a flat-out face guard, you got to make somebody else beat you.
And you got a lot of girls that can certainly guard her. Berglund for 3. Jordan Berglund again. It's just wave after wave of player just comes in and does it.
Again, a perfect trapping spot. Yep. And you can tell Coach Reuter has schooled them on how to trap. You see a lot of players, they foul in those situations where they have them in a good spot and then they bail them out with a foul. They had their hands up there and forced the turnover.
You know what's getting late in the day, Coach, when I got piles of papers and, things everywhere, empty bottles.
You're almost there, man. One more to go.
Soda bottles, I will just say.
Soda bottles, of course, of course.
19-12, Pewaukee, 6:40 left first half. Boy, what a great day we've had.
Oh, such a great showcase for girls high school basketball.
It definitely is. It's a great event.
Yeah. Dive, yes. Oh.
And traveling on, that's Emily Newcomer. I told Coach Liebel, Coach, that her goal is, they want to be able to fill up both gyms on varsity, going forward. Yeah. And, my challenge back is if any teams come and join the BC Thanksgiving Shootout next year, if you can fill up both gyms of varsity games, we'll live stream them all. We'll figure it out.
Nice. Yeah.
So definitely want to see more teams participate. This is a great event.
Yeah.
Rogan for 3, no good. And both Zielsdorf and Berglund went up for it. And ends up coming down by 32. I think it was 32. Was that right?
No, it was Ernest, 40.
I was.
Yep.
How?
It's all right. You're doing like 10 different things at once here, Gary. I got you.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Berglund, Zielsdorf. Coming up next, Germantown Oak Creek is our finale for tonight. And back at it 10:30 tomorrow morning. Nice feed, Osterman. No good this time. Great job by Berglund getting the tip, tipping it to herself and getting the rebound.
She's really active.
She is.
She got up on that one.
Boy, what an asset to have underneath, too.
Yep.
Zielsdorf, no good.
Another great
and Newcomer
rebound.
gets it. Ellie Reyes for 2.
I love seeing Reyes make it happen with that offensive rebound and then get rewarded with her own 2 points. I'm really impressed with Pewaukee's energy attacking the offensive glass. So much of that is just pure effort and heart.
First 2 for Reyes. Shot no good. Rebound Reyes.
And that's good defense. Against a great player like that, you just want to make her take a tough pull-up, and they did.
Here's Osterman, top of the key.
Back to the flex.
Reyes again, short this time, rebound, Spash. Lummis on the rebound. Rachel Lummis, 5'7" senior. 21-14 in favor of Pewaukee.
Oh, Mr. Wide open.
3-pointer, no good. Rogan, got great effort by Maddie Rogan, saves it, but to Osterman. Here comes Pewaukee, 5-on-4. Berglund baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Spash. Lummis again.
It's like, who can fight through fatigue right now? This has been a long
stretch with no
whistles.
Yes.
Like, there's subs coming. Nope.
Is that a 3-second call? I don't know what that was.
It's 5 second.
5 seconds. Oh, 5 seconds. Wow, that didn't seem like 5 seconds. Of course, I've been here since 8:30 this morning, so I don't really know what time feels like right now.
Right.
But that's another whole story for another day.
Right.
21-14. Pewaukee up 7. 3:42 left first half. Osterman. I think we're gonna have a packed house tonight for the big one.
Yeah, they're streaming in pretty good here. Yeah, great game.
Jendy, no good.
Good effort by
Goes
Jendy.
and gets her own rebound. Around the perimeter, Reyes. Osterman in the corner.
Ball movement.
Jendy again. Look at Osterman out there, just ready for it. Pass goes out of bounds. It'll be Spash basketball. 21-14. Pewaukee leading. 3:15 left first half.
If I'm Coach Terpstra right now for point, I'm just saying, let's just hold them to one shot. I mean, if you can clean up the offensive boards, I think they're playing pretty good defense. They've just gotten too many shots.
They're just so long, Coach. Pewaukee,
Yeah.
they got so much length.
Yes.
They really just do. Long shot, no good. Rebound. Schill.
Oh, nice cross-court pass.
Cross-court, Kennedy. Osterman. Jendy drives in and fouled. So, Coach, this question for you, this will probably stir up a whole lot of things, but the the first poll came out and for predictions or whatever, and Pewaukee picked to finish second in the West behind New Berlin Eisenhower, and of course Eisenhower a good team, but I look at Ike and I see Julia Hansen, Aaron Hedman, but I also see a lot of new faces. You don't have Plock anymore. You don't have Katie Ludwig. You don't have Putney. I mean, those were big pieces that I think sometimes kind of get understated for what they really brought to that team. And I just, of course, Julia Hansen's fantastic, and Hedman, they're great players, but I don't see the depth that the Pewaukee has.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge key is can those other pieces from Eisenhower step forward. They have a great player development program there. And,
they do.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised at all if their players got a lot better from year one, year two. But
Schill
man,
for 3.
Milwaukee is impressive right now.
Yeah.
And you're right. They throw waves of talent at you, capable players. That was something we said about Kimberly the other day, last week, similar. It's just hard to play against teams with this much depth.
And, you know, what a tough thing for us to get to watch this Woodland West battle go, because it's going to be a lot of fun no matter what happens. It's going to be a fun season in the Woodland West this year for sure.
Yeah, those Pewaukee-Eisenhower games are going to be must-see, must-watch.
And the Woodland West is really coming along, I feel. You know, if you look at, I mean, obviously Pius is in that conversation.
Yep.
And, you know, I'll tell you what, you know, Greendale is not an automatic win anymore. You know, they played really, really well against Hale in the opener. I was really impressed. They got a lot of youth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take a while for that to develop, but Coach Hogan's building something at Greendale. They're going to be competitive.
You get in those conference games and the teams know each other so well that you can't take any game for granted.
25-16 in favor of Pewaukee. 9-point lead. That's their biggest of the day.
Nice double down there by Schill. Now, Pewaukee right now, they just look in better condition. You can see their depth really showing out right here at the end of this first half. I know we've talked a lot about it, but it's a huge plus for them.
Well, it's huge, you know, when you, like you were saying, when you go through these long stretches, and now there's a minute 23 left. I mean, this is where you can get some separation in that last minute and a half, because you got fresh people. Look at it, I mean, it's just in and out, in and out. So here comes Zielsdorf and Brock, and you know, Jendi goes out, and Goodman goes out, Reyes goes out, but you don't lose anything. That's the thing. Nice rebound by 32. That's Carlson for Spash. Oh, she carried the ball.
Good call by the official over there.
Nice move still, though.
For sure, yeah.
26-16, Pewaukee. 1:16 left first half. What'll be interesting to me, Coach, in the second half is going to be, and even to look at kind of close the first half, this is where the maturity of a team comes in. Can you close the deal at the end of halves? So here's Schill. Asked and answered. Three-pointer, Lauren Schill. And again, I like BC. I like the pieces they have. I'm concerned about their ability to close out games. And that's what experienced veteran teams do.
Absolutely. And we'll see how they do here at the end of the half. See if he holds for one. I'm guessing they're going to go.
Feed into Brock. Back out top, Osterman.
You know, Osterman, just that calming influence out there.
She is. It's so overlooked how important she is to this whole team and how it all fits together.
They're just getting their shots. Like Pewaukee is, they're getting the shots that they practice, and you know Stevens Point's got to make an adjustment. They're just too comfortable offensively right now.
Austin Brock for two. It's 31-18. 13 seconds left in the half, and that was going to be 10-second violation. Again, great pressure. And again, Coach, this goes right back to what you were saying, and that is just that freshness in the closing minutes of a half, and that's coming into effect right now. Really if you look at Ernest, I mean, she's got hands on hips. You can see they're tired.
Yeah, it's not for a lack of effort. It's just
not at all. Not at all.
A lot to
6 seconds. Schill. No good. Rebound, Spash. 1 second, and that's going to be halftime. Your halftime score: the Pewaukee Pirates 31, and the Stevens Point. What are Panthers? Is that right? I just call them Spash. I don't know what they are. Stevens Point something. Is it Panthers? I think it's Panthers. We better take a poll on that. We're going to find out. I think it's Panthers. I wouldn't swear to it. I just call them Spash. I don't know. I guess they probably have a logo or they have a mascot. Right. Anyway, they have 18. 31-18 Pewaukee at halftime. You're watching W7 Live with Coach Carey, the expert, and Gary Whipperman, the numbskull. Can't get names straight, or God knows what's going on over here. All right, hey, we'll be right back. You're watching W7 Live. W7 Live, we are back. Second half, just ready to get started here. Just underway. Stevens Point ball, Coach. If Coach Terps are in the locker room, what do you say to the girls here? I mean, I think they played well, but they're down 13.
Yeah, box out first off. We got to limit those second chance opportunities. And I was going to say take care of the ball, and then they turn it over. But let's get good shots on goal on offense. They need some contributions from other players.
Yeah, it's been the Leah Ernest show in the first half.
Ernest had 14 of their 18.
And now 17 of 21.
Yeah. That's that courtesy of Norbert Durst, our good friend over there. I saw his tweet.
Love Norbert Durst.
Norbert is the man.
He is the man. It's Norbert's world. We're all just living in it.
Absolutely. Happy to live in that world.
Yes, sir. Three-pointer by Ernest. 31-21 in favor of Pewaukee. Osterman squared up for three, didn't take it. I love the patience that the Pirates have offensively. They're going to wait and get the right shot.
Yep.
Here's Gendy. Nice feet. There it is. Sarah Newcomer from Gendy. Boy, how great is it to have a 5'11" big that could make a pass like that to your guard under the basket. Newcomer with the steal. Ellie Reyes again misses the layup. Oh, she's frustrated. Boy, you see her walk away from that. That's not typical Ellie Reyes. I don't see her do that.
You can see the competitor in her come out.
Yeah. The Ellie Reyes I saw the other day would have went back after that thing 1,000,000%. I didn't see that. She's frustrated. You can see that.
Another perfect trapping spot for Pewaukee. And they get the turnover.
You know what? She didn't make the basket, but she was involved in causing that turnover.
Yep.
So you make it up there. That's what you do when you're a good ball player. Well, Pewaukee basketball. Go ahead, Coach.
There's so many ways you can impact winning, and I'd like to see these Pewaukee players impacting winning on both sides of the court here.
33-21, Pewaukee.
Back screen. That was a good set play there from Coach Reuter. It's a little bit too far, but I like that play a lot.
Well, Pewaukee scoring in the first half. Lauren Schill has 8, Morgan Goodman 4, Jordan Berglund 5, Kennedy Osterman 3, Austin Brock 2, Sarah Newcomer 2, and Ellie Reyes 2.
There you have it. I mean we've been talking about that depth. Man.
Ernest for 2. That works too, though.
It sure does. Just can she sustain it?
Yeah.
It's a lot to ask of one player. 19
of the 23 points for Stevens Point have been courtesy of Leah Ernest.
Valpo's getting a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
And a 3 for Schill.
Lauren Schill for 3.
She came off that screen ready to shoot. Love that. Now she gets a tip on this end.
Osterman was looking for Reyes.
Just thought Reyes was going to keep going.
You can measure Reyes' frustration with the number of times that she adjusts the headband. It's all about the headband of Ellie Reyes.
Yes.
I've now figured out the Rosetta Stone to Ellie Reyes. That headband comes off. Watch out.
Yeah.
I was with Katie Ludwig from New Berlin Eisenhower. Hashtag fear the headband.
Nice.
Katie now at UW Oshkosh playing basketball. Three-pointer Ernest. Well, the question, I think, of can she sustain it so far is
so good
yes.
There. Yeah.
She's got 8 in the second half, 22 for the game.
Yeah.
It's 36-26. Pewaukee. Here's Gendy into the lane. Short, gets her own rebound.
With it. Yeah. Job by Gendy.
Yeah.
Osterman put that ball right where Newcomer wanted it.
Sarah Newcomer for 3 from Osterman.
Yeah.
And again, that doesn't go as big stats for Kennedy, but it's just what she does. She just feeds the beast.
Yeah, she was so accurate with that pass.
Yes.
You love when your point guards put it right in those shooters' hands where they need it. Like that right there was not an accurate pass.
Right.
And there was a miss.
Gendy pulls down the rebound. 39-26 Pewaukee. Osterman to Gendy, drives it to the rack, can't get it to fall. And I tell you, Coach, when you got a game where Vivian Gendy's got no points and Ellie Reyes has 2 points and you're winning by 13, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's a good problem to have.
Absolutely. It's so hard to game plan against a team like Pewaukee because where do you start with your scouting report?
Yeah. 39-26 Pirates. Speaking of game plan, Germantown and Oak Creek coming up next. You know, Germantown is going to be really, really good this year in the GMC for sure.
Yep.
Odds-on favorites. I don't think there's anybody can really doubt that. I mean, the number of weapons they have coming back with Natalie McNeil and Kate Richmond and you know, Jalen and everybody else, they're going to be really good.
Yeah, that's going to be such a high-level game.
Love Coach Stubbe and what he's doing at G-Town. Great new facility over there. We're going to help them celebrate opening it up. Same as McWanago. I mean, it's just a great time to be involved in girls basketball in our state. There's never been a better time. It's amazing.
Yeah, and you see it. I mean, it's all across the state in different pockets. And you know, having come from being a college coach in the state too, I mean, I recruited this state heavily, and not only the high school programs are so strong, the college programs, with obviously what Green Bay's doing and what
Marquette what Green Bay's doing. Love what Marquette's doing. Love that Shamara's staying in state and staying home to go play at Marquette. I mentioned that this morning on the first game that, you know, I don't care if it's Marquette or if it's Oshkosh or if it's Madison or, you know, Milwaukee, but you know, I love kids staying home and staying in our state and playing basketball here.
There's such good options. I mean, Jonathan is building something really special.
He definitely is. Love what Coach Zip is doing. They got some great things. Boy, they got some great commits. A great class coming in next year.
Yeah, and I can speak firsthand, obviously, what Coach Recklitz does at UWM.
Yep, Coach Kyle's fantastic.
Such a great program builder and incredible teacher of the game.
39-27, 12-point lead for Pewaukee. 13:20 left. Coming up next is the finale. Germantown, Oak Creek.
It's great rotation on her ball when she shoots at Ernest. Can't let her up that sideline. That's priority number one in that press.
Here's Jendi. Boy, for 5'11", she sure handles that ball well.
She really does, yeah.
Lauren Schill for two.
Well, that north-south drive, using that strong frame she has.
13 for Schill. Maddie Rogan, top of the key, being guarded by Osterman.
Good matchup here.
Yeah,
quick
really good. Quick on quick for sure. Foul on Kennedy.
Yeah, just trust your cushion a little bit there. Got a little bit too tight.
I've seen no headband adjustments in the last 3 minutes, Coach. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Yep. You are on it. You don't miss anything. Headband adjustments?
Ellie's
heard that.
Ellie's going to give me a hard time on this. She's a great kid. Three-pointer,
nice.
Maddie Rogan for three.
That's a confident shot. That's somebody
it is, and she's such a great player. You can't keep her quiet forever.
Yeah.
She's got to start hitting. Here's Jendi.
Good gap defense by Stevens Point. The Panthers.
Stevens
Point Panthers.
See, Coach, I'm not perfect. Once I thought I was wrong, I turned out to be right.
Trust your gut.
Right? Here's Jendi, takes it to the rack, off the glass for
go.
two.
Good
Vivian
finish.
Jendi.
Stays aggressive. I like it.
6'1" junior Jendi gets her first two. It's 43-31. Pewaukee. Rogan almost carried the ball there.
I feel like Jendi's a real X factor for that team.
I couldn't agree with you more. She definitely is. You know, in that regional finals last year, she had such a great first half, and the second half, it just didn't happen for her. And you know, it wasn't her fault, but I mean, it didn't happen for her. But she's a big part of what they're trying to do, and she's going to be critical this year to the success of this team.
Yeah. She's got the tools. I mean, you can see it.
She does.
For a player her size, to be able to catch at the top and drive like she can.
Great vision, great court awareness, great maturity, basketball intellect. She's very, very good.
Yeah.
Coach Roy said, stay in there.
Yeah. Oh,
now we're going to take you out.
All right, come on out.
This is the Milwaukee-Hamilton playoff game where you can have 6 players on the floor.
Wow.
We had that last year. Coach Witt was a riot during that game.
Oh, I bet.
He's like, by the way, Hamilton has 6 players on the floor.
Just a quick little tidbit.
Just FYI.
Yeah. It's definitely illegal.
Morgan Goodman.
Meanwhile, Ernest gets 2 more points. Nice pass.
2 for... I think I had ESPN there, Coach. I said Morgan Goodman earlier, and 5 seconds later, she puts it in.
Yeah.
6 points for good. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's what you got. You got something, all right, buddy. 45-33.
Don't foul. And
The official gave Lauren Schill like this disappointed look, like
right, like
you know, you're better than that.
Right. I'm calling this foul on you, but come on.
I'm disappointed in you. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yes, big difference.
You know that thing you do with your kids. You know, I'm not mad at you.
Yes.
I'm just disappointed.
Yes.
I expected better. He gave her that look like.
Right. I said that to my 2-year-old this morning. She had no idea what I meant.
Well, sometimes high school kids, you gotta coach them that way. Sometimes,
right.
I mean, it's you got to bring all different tools to the trade.
That's right.
Great block. Zielsdorf.
The length of Zielsdorf really
she
helped her there. Freshman, of course.
That's just crazy.
Maybe coaching the Woodland West. He's like, oh God, really?
Good luck, Coach Schmitz. Have fun with it. Here's Goodman on the steal. And the foul.
Nice
Morgan
finish.
Goodman for 2. By the way, that's 8 for Goodman. Just in case you wanted to know.
Right. I did. Yes.
5. 7 players have scored for Pewaukee. And, 4 for Stevens Point. Unfortunately, 3 of them have a combined 7 points. The other one has 26.
Yeah.
Free throw good by Goodman.
And, with a great player, sometimes she's going to get hers, and, let's just really key on everybody else.
Yeah.
I had that constant struggle when we tried to get ready for Enrique back in the day. Is what do you want to do? Do you want to focus on her or try to focus on the others?
Yeah.
There's no perfect solution.
Like I said, do you want arsenic? Do you want a gunshot? Do you want a knife? Do you want stabbing?
Yeah.
I mean, pick what you want.
Pick which one. Right.
And we'll give you that, and then deal with whatever's left.
I think the biggest thing is you try to make a great player play on both ends.
You see Lauren Schill kicking the ball up to the official there. She's a fun kid. I like her. 48-33, 10:44 left. This is the Brookfield Central Thanksgiving Shootout. Pewaukee, white shorts, white jerseys.
Nice by
Stevens Point, all black. There's a steal by Schill. Osterman to Goodman. Kicks it out. Austin Brock, she can hit that. No good. Rebound, Ernest. Boy, she's got to be getting tired.
Yeah.
Nice crossover, spin move, up and under, but she's going to travel.
One too many moves there.
It's a nice up and under, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Timeout.
And that's
Bash. Go ahead, Coach.
Her game will evolve, and you forget she's got another year of high school left before she goes off to Valpo.
Yeah.
But being able to see her teammates and see the whole floor.
Coach, let me ask you about that. I'm glad you brought that up because I think it's something I'm really curious about. Do you worry about kids committing too early? Sophomores, juniors, and invariably there seems to be a letdown, and I wouldn't say the effort isn't there, but there's definitely that risk, isn't there? If you go too early.
Yeah, and you like the player and or student athlete and the parents to you want to go to different places, and see. You want to really be sure about the decision, and you don't want to jump to the first place that feels like they want you, because there's plenty of really great programs out there, and you want to be careful. Obviously, no two situations are exactly the same in recruiting. It's by no means an exact science, but I do worry that the commitments are happening too soon.
Yeah, I agree. I just I think it's such a rush to get there, and I don't think it needs to be that.
No.
48-33, 10-17 left. 15-point lead for Pewaukee. Schill drives it. Oh, nice move. All alone, Lauren Schill for 2.
She's just driving and saying, "You're gonna step in front of me. Good luck to you."
That's going to be a foul on Zielsdorf.
Yeah. You tell Zielsdorf there, you got her off the block.
Yep.
You got her off. So don't reach. Just play with your feet. Make her try to score over.
You got the length. You're 6'2". I mean, Carlson is 5'6". You're probably going to win that one.
Don't bail her out. Now she gets free throws.
Yeah.
She'll learn.
Yeah, she's a freshman.
Right. Playing her third varsity game.
50-33, 17-point lead. Rogan, Maddie Rogan for 3.
How sweet is her shot?
It's beautiful.
She holds that follow through.
3 points for Rogan. That's 6 in the game for Maddie. 50 to 36.
You know, Stevens Point is in the bonus the rest of the game. If they can just find a way to string a few stops together, they can get back in this.
And there's a rebound by Ernest. Shot missed by Goodman.
I think they missed a double dribble there.
Ahead to Rogan. Jump shot, no good. Oh, great rebound by Rogan.
Nice
Maddie Rogan. Oh. Boy, you'd love to see her finish that.
Yeah.
And Schill gets the steal. You can tell Ernest is tired. You could see that right there. Schill didn't get the finish, but you could see that, Coach. I mean, it was just like in any other case, that never would have happened.
Yeah.
That's 28 points out of 36. I mean, you can only expect so much here.
Right. But to her credit, I mean, she is battling.
Oh, she's a warrior.
Oh
my gosh.
As hard as she can. And you love to see that. You know, when your best player is your hardest worker, you've got a real chance to have a great season. Because the other players they follow that person's lead.
Well, I always go by what Pat Summitt used to say, and that is, I love coaching strategy. I hate coaching effort.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. That is so true.
Ernest, nothing but net.
Yeah, when you get those teams where it's just the effort is going to be there.
Yeah.
That is so fun to coach.
Because that's a huge part of coaching, and if you could just take that out of the equation, boy, imagine how much time you have to work on everything else.
Then you can just really hit home the details and, and teaching.
Yep.
And, oh man.
The execution and just the whole game planning. I mean, it's you just go to a different level.
It gives me I have goosebumps right now thinking about certain teams I've had over the years that have been that way, and man, just some epic practices
and again, the two teams that come to mind for me are Beaver Dam and New Berlin Eisenhower. Sure. I mean, they're both classic examples of that kind of style. I mean, it's just you don't have to teach Hannah Plockelman to work her tail off; she just does.
She does.
You don't have to teach Natalie Jens to work hard at Beaver Dam. She came into the program knowing she had to work hard. Yep. I asked her after they won the state championship game. I talked to her the next day, or the day of the state championship game. I said, what are you doing tomorrow? She's like, well, I got a game tomorrow, and I'm probably going to do a workout tomorrow. Yeah. This was when she was at the Resch Center in Green Bay. Hey, Coach Chase is a fantastic coach, and I'm the first one to say it. But when you don't have to coach things like that, it opens up so many other things for you. That's why they have the program that they have, and that's why the culture that they have.
And that's the standard there. So
it is the standard.
If anybody's not up to that standard, A, they're probably not going to play.
You're not going to be there. Right.
They have to step their game up. Well, meanwhile,
Leah Ernest knocks it down to a 7-point game. I mean, talk about putting a team on your back. Holy cow.
Yeah. Pewaukee now is getting a little sloppy with their fundamentals here.
Ernest,
Ernest is going. She is going
Leah
off.
Ernest.
I think we can finally say it. She's going off right now. She's like, oh, you think I'm tired over there? Watch me net these threes.
Coach, one of my
4-point game.
One of my all-time favorite girls basketball alumni is in the house.
Who's that?
Haley Zilka from Oak Creek is here. Haley is just a fantastic kid. Great player for Oak Creek over the years. Senior last year. Got to the state semifinals with the Knights. Great kid, hard worker, just a great kid. I'm glad to see her. She's fantastic. Bobby Fuchs has been giving W7 love all day. I mean, he's talking about W7 being on the live stream, W7 this, W7 that. He's a great PA announcer. He's my favorite.
Awesome. We got to spread the word even more about what you're doing, Gary.
Well, it's so much fun.
Such great things, and this thing's going to grow immensely.
50 to 46. Leah Ernest is saying, not so fast, my friend.
Down to 4.
I've run out of space on points, and I'm sure I'm behind a couple.
I'll just check Norbert's Twitter, and we can get caught up.
Here's what I do, Coach. I take what everybody else has and subtract that from what they currently have, and that's how I know how many points she has.
There you go.
So she has 36.
Uh-oh.
Maddie Rogan, no good. Boy, that would have cut it to 1.
Yeah. But now all of a sudden Spash has the energy going for them.
Ernest
Look at this.
For 2. Leah Ernest is putting on a clinic.
She is.
It's 50 to 48. we talked about this in the BC game. You know, the ability to close out games and to, you know, when you got a 10-point lead, you got to have that killer instinct.
Yeah, keep your foot on the gas pedal.
They're not doing that.
No.
Milwaukee isn't. Rogan pull-up jumper.
Tie game. How
Tie
about that?
game. Maddie Rogan for 2.
Incredible comeback by the Panthers.
8 points for Rogan. And timeout, Pewaukee. Newcomer was trapped in the corner.
So this is a major challenge. So Coach Reuter right now, you know, his team has lost the lead. How do you get them refocused? And this is where your leadership in the huddle comes to play with your players. So someone like Osterman, I could see really starting to just calm everybody down, because they've taken a huge punch right now. They probably thought they had the game won. Credit to Spash. Wow.
Coach, do you sometimes think that Pewaukee is almost like snake bit in some way? I mean, I don't know what it is, but they seem to constantly be in situations like this where you look at it and say, and I've seen this, and not just this game or the regionals last year, but seen it time and again. I mean, they've got so much talent. You know, Jinda Gittinger was a fantastic player last year, and Fuentes and the whole team, and it's just, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And you hate to say it. There's no such thing as a team being jinxed. That's just a silly, stupid thing to say. That's not what I mean. It's just, I don't know. There's just so much talent on this team.
Yep.
But you're right. It's a new team. You got to find a way to work together. It's, you know, it's not the same as, you know, last year's over.
Yep.
50-50, 6:52 left.
It's a 7-minute game now.
Yes. Boy, what a great game we've been treated to today, Coach.
Absolutely.
Kennedy Osterman, top of the key. Schill will take the 3, and she's fouled. Schill for 3 plus 1.
So a big-time player stepping up in a big moment right there. Rogan is very confused why they called that foul. She's like, Coach, help me out here. What happened?
I love Maddie Rogan. She's just a cool kid, man. Yeah. She's just, I like her a lot.
And it's not attitude. It's like, I mean, she's legitimately like confused. Like, wait, I didn't touch her.
Schill knocks down the free throw. Boy, that was a great play by Lauren Schill, the junior, all-conference Woodland in 2017-18, first-team all-conference. .54-50. Baseline, no good.
It's so hard to score when Jendy's anywhere close at that length.
Yeah.
When we talk about leadership a lot with high school, like be a leader and what does it take to be an effective leader, I think a big one is just stepping up when your team needs it, and that's what Schill did on that last 4-point play. Like that's leadership.
Schill gets across half court. Jendy, Vivian Jendy, bounce pass. Reyes, nice kick out to Newcomer, wide open 3.
Oh.
Reyes on the rebound off the glass. Ellie Reyes fixed the headband and good to go. 56-50. She's never going to live this headband thing down.
No.
56-50, just like that, a 6-point run here for the Pirates. Ernest fouled on the floor.
A great response by Pewaukee.
Yes.
You know, like we said, they got hit, you know, boxing term, they got hit right in the mouth, and they came back, got regrouped after that timeout, and went on a 6-0 run. And, of course, now Ernest is at the foul line, ready to score more points.
Let's see. Let me add up everybody else. So 5, 8, 10, 12. So that would make 38.
I love that that's how you're
39 for Ernest.
What's the tournament record? We got to get Norbert.
Where's Norbert Durst? Paging 911 Norbert Durst. Hashtag Norbert, we need you. Yeah. Second one in and good. That's 40. For that matches her number. 56-52. Osterman rims out. Kennedy Osterman. Boy, that looked great.
Nice rebound there by Ernest.
Who? Drives in off the glass almost.
Oh, foul.
Wow. I mean, what's crazy to me is, like, this is like a usual night for Shamara Williams last year. I mean, this is like, got 39, 41, 44. I mean, that's crazy.
Sure.
Goodman into Jendy.
Good job by Rogan being there.
Tough pass to handle. Good deny by Goodman on the defense there. Ernest, no good.
Oh, and one.
Coach, you hate it when you see a kid go under the basket on a rebound because the only time you're ever going to get that one is if it's coming through the net.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Foul, and then Schill fouls and one.
So third foul on Schill. Keep an eye on that one.
Carlson hits the bonus.
They just don't go away, do they, Gary?
Nope, they sure don't.
1-point game now.
I love the resolve of the Stevens Point team.
Yeah,
I really do.
very
love
impressive.
how they play.
This thing could have got out of hand real fast.
No
for them,
question.
and it did not.
You know what I'm worried about, Coach? I'm worried about Stevens Point winning, and I got to pick a player of the game. That really concerns me.
It's going to be tough. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many options. Wow. I guess I could go conventional and pick the kid with 40 points.
Are you allowed to pick a player of the game from the losing team?
Matty Rogan.
And they've taken the lead.
Whoa! Stevens Point takes the lead, 57-56. Gendy back the other way. Vivian Gendy for 2. 4 for Gendy. Boy, Rogan, that was a great move. Oh, by the way, Ernest just made a basket.
She's just doing it all right now.
Leah Ernest for 2.
How confident does she look out here? Man, I hope her coaches at Valpo are watching this. They are getting a good one.
Well, shame on them if they're not. She's got 42 points, for heaven's sake.
There you go.
Was that glass?
I think it was.
Did she call glass on that, Coach? I'm not sure
I
if
heard
I
her,
credit
yeah.
her 3 points on that one.
I heard it through my headset here.
3-pointer for Schill.
Just deflection. Some impressive performances out here.
Coach, there's 4 minutes left in this game.
I know. I don't want it to end.
Timeout. I got to get a photo and blast out a tweet here because there's no reason we shouldn't have hundreds of people on here watching us because this is a classic. Now let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, you take a photo. Because here's the thing, if you don't take a photo, if you just put it in text, forget it.
Yeah,
nobody looks at it.
It's got to have a picture of it.
And this picture, there's like nothing to it.
Yes. What's she at, 42?
Yes.
All right.
Why did I get such a small phone? Why did I do that voice to text thing?
Good trap. The length of Gendy again, forcing that turnover.
61-59. Pewaukee turnover. Kaylee Hintz. There's that trap again. Gendy coming after it. Rogan alone.
Nice.
Maddie Rogan for 2. Nice finish by Rogan.
Yep. Good focus. Eyes on the rim. Finish.
Coach, I've officially made it. Norbert Durst just retweeted me.
Let's go. Let's go. You are now officially big time.
Welcome. Uh-oh. Gendy went down hard.
She's back up.
She's okay. Oh, my gosh.
Okay. She got up there. I love how fearless she is on those drives.
You don't think these girls work every bit as hard and are athletic as boys? You're out of your skull.
This has been high level competition.
Then turn it off and go watch something else because if you don't see it after watching that, you're never going to see it.
Absolutely.
Gendy, first one in and good. Sorry, I get so irritated with this.
No, you're passionate. I love it. I love it.
First one in for Gendy, 62-61, Pewaukee. Second one, no good, rebound, Spash. Well, 1-point game, 3:20. Boy, free throws could be enormous in these last 3 minutes, Coach.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. And, they got Berglund face guarding.
Nice job by Schill on defense. Again, it's a kickball, but again, that's just so, she's just so athletic.
Berglund face guarding Ernest here, trying to limit her touches. Good strategy here by Coach Reuter. Make anybody else beat you.
Dribble drive in, up for 2, no good.
Oh,
good rebound. Back up strong, nice job, Rachel Lummis.
You get them to take the shot you want, and you got to get the rebound.
There's the big man.
Coach Lucknock looking
Coach
very
Lucknock
relaxed
in the house,
before the game.
looking fit, looking trim, looking good.
Smiling. He seems to have mellowed over the years. It's not the Coach Lucknock that
The game hasn't started yet, Coach. Enjoy these next 3 minutes and 7 seconds.
Yes, yes. 2 good coaches in that next game, Coach Stu.
Boy, for sure. Oh, my gosh. 63-62, Spash back out in front. 3 minutes to go. Schill.
Oh, wow.
Schill versus Ernest. That's a microcosm of the game right there.
So get that out of here.
Get that out of here.
Screen the screener.
Newcomer.
Nice finish by
Sarah Newcomer for 2.
Nice play design there by Coach Reuter.
7 for Newcomer. 64-63, Pewaukee. Maddie Rogan, top of the key.
See if Berglund can get in front of her in the post.
Ernest, spin move. Nice job by Berglund. Good defense. Foul on Berglund. Jordan did a great job there.
Yeah, I think she just came down on her a little bit too much.
Yep.
That's tough. She was trying to fight around her and get in front, but, man.
Well, any doubt this is an instant classic, Coach? 64-63. Pewaukee by 1 with 2:38 left.
Sorry about that. Ernest is just so tough down low.
I don't think bringing sandwiches around us is like a really cool thing to do. First free throw in and good. Well, you see the Oak Creek kids down in the corner there ready. Maddie Guard, Katie Guard. Boy, I love those two. They are just such great ball players.
Yes, they are.
64 all. Speaking of great ball player, Leah Ernest at the line. Second one, short, rebound, headband.
Yep.
Here comes Osterman.
Tie game, 2.5 to go. Here we go.
Schill, top of the key.
Who's going to step up in the big moments?
Nice ball movement. Osterman. You know, I would not be surprised to see Kennedy Osterman make a big play here in the last 2 minutes. Schill with the drive. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised to see Lauren Schill make one either. Off the glass for 2, Lauren Schill. 66-64, Pewaukee, 2:11 to go. Three-pointer, Rogan, no good. Rebound, Reyes, and she's fouled. Foul's going to be on 30. That's Kaylee Hintz.
You know, obviously Ernest deserves all the credit that she's been garnering today, but Schill has been up to the task.
She has been fantastic today.
And she wants the ball.
Yes.
I love it. You know, again, that's leadership. Give me the ball. We need the score. I'm going to get it done for my team.
I watched her dad at the end of the game Tuesday at Tosa East. You talk about intense. There's no question where she gets it from. Here's Schill for 3. No good this time. Rebound, Ernest.
Wow. See Ernest go up and get that rebound?
Legs still look fresh. Yeah. How can that even be? Is she human, Coach? I'm starting to wonder.
I'm starting to question. Yeah.
Here's Maddie Rogan.
Oh, it's a good double. There's Osterman.
Osterman on the steal. And the dish to Schill.
And one. Wow.
Schill from Osterman.
You called it, Gary. I mean, Osterman was going to make a play down the stretch. There you have it.
You'll never see a lot of credit for Kennedy on that, but that play doesn't happen without Kennedy Osterman doing what she did. And that's just what she brings to this team.
And then the strong finish by Schill.
Yes.
You don't see many players finish that play there. And calmly hits the free throw. 5-point game now.
69-64, Pewaukee, 1:33. Here's Maddie Rogan being guarded by Osterman.
Good face guard by Berglund, making it really
tough. Ball on the floor.
Yep.
Picked up Osterman. Nice job by Berglund. Jordan Berglund has played fantastic in the second half.
Only layups here.
Yes.
Get fouled.
1:14. And here's the thing. Now you got Kennedy, you got Lauren Schill, you got Reyes, you got leadership, and Coach Reuter knows they got the right kids with the ball.
Yep. It's very calming to have a senior point guard out there that you can just trust.
Or a junior like Kennedy Osterman.
Yeah, yes.
Who plays like one, to your point.
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're right on.
Yeah.
First
she had me fooled. She plays like a senior.
She does. She does. She's just fantastic. Yep. I call her KO, obviously her initials, but I mean that's what she is. She's the knockout punch for Pewaukee that people never see coming. Second one in and good for Osterman. She has 5 points. It doesn't mean anything. That is not what she brings to this team. 71-64, Pewaukee by 7 with a minute to go. They'll screen for Rogan. Drives in.
It's the last thing you want to do if you're Pewaukee is stop the clock.
Uh-oh, Coach Soteros is hammering it out on Twitter.
What's he saying?
He just...
there we go. Yes, George. You know, credit to Berglund for her denial.
Love that. Love how hard she's played tonight.
Yep, really
great job by Jordan.
And Coach Reuter making a really good adjustment down the stretch here to take the ball out of Ernest's hands as much as he can.
71-64. Free throw by Rogan. No good. Boy, you can't miss these now.
Yeah.
Second one in and good.
2-possession game.
71-65.
Yeah. Good job coming to the ball there by
Now
newcomer.
here's the problem. Who do you foul? I would assume the freshman.
I think you try the freshman, yeah.
Osterman to Schill. You don't foul her.
They missed their chance there.
Yep. And now you got Schill that's going to go to the line.
Yeah.
She's not going to miss. I shouldn't say that because I know what'll happen.
The jinx
I know it.
The jinx alert is.
And I've been warned about this several times.
Yes.
Berglund back in for Goodman.
I'm going to reverse jinx it for her sake. And I think she's going to miss. She's going to miss this shot. Oops. Oh, okay.
In and good for Schill. 72-65 Pewaukee, and if you missed this game, you missed a real classic. It's been just fantastic. Leah Ernest, I don't know the points now. It's well over 40, maybe approaching 50. Yeah. 73-65 Pewaukee. Stevens Point has fought hard tonight, Coach. Nothing but good stuff out of this one.
Yep.
Timeout. Basket in and good. 30-second timeout.
Yeah, I think both coaches can draw a lot from this game. You know, if you're Coach Terpstra, you're saying, well, let's not let them get a big lead and then have to come back like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, they were down and they didn't quit, and they actually took the lead.
You know what's funny, Coach? This thing isn't over. I mean, it's a 6-point lead. There's still 25 seconds.
Yes.
There's a lot of time when you got Maddie Rogan and Leah Ernest out there. I mean, 1-3 and all of a sudden it's a one-possession game.
Yes.
I mean, and
yes.
Rogan's heating up now too. So she looks little, but she don't play little. She plays big.
Rogan,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love what a competitor she is.
All right, so we have a diamond press here. Look for a trap on the first pass. I'm guessing it'll be one trap, and if they get out of it, then a foul.
Oh, great ball movement.
That wouldn't be a bad one to foul here.
Yeah, they're going to foul Goodman.
Hasn't been in the line in a while.
Nope. 19.7 seconds.
She does get the double bonus, though.
Good job by Pewaukee breaking that press.
Yep. They were prepared. It was my first time seeing Coach Reuter coach in person. I'm very impressed.
Yes, agree 100%.
He really has his team prepared.
Well, they fouled the right person. Morgan misses the first one. She'll get one more.
Yeah.
She's had a great game tonight as well. 9 points for Morgan Goodman. And she's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Second one good.
Big shot there. Take it up to three possession game.
Offense for defense.
Yep,
Goodman out, Berglund back. Boy, she is good on the defensive side.
Yep.
Jordan is.
Yep. And you can tell she really takes on that role and takes it seriously.
I can see why Troy calls for the under all the time. Over and back on Stevens Point. It's going to be Pewaukee ball. They lead by 7 with 10 seconds left. We'll see if the Panthers call off the dogs here. Coach Terpstra still working the officials.
Yeah. Coach till the final horn.
Stick around. W7 Live player of the game coming up. Ooh. And Jill is fouled. Now, good sportsmanship. And we've seen a lot of that today, Coach. A lot of just really good sportsmanship on all day long.
Love it. That's how it should be.
And that's, again, just another thing I love about girls basketball is, yes, they're competitors. Yes, they fight to the death. Yes, they battle all the way. But at the end of the day, it's as corny as it sounds, it really is a girls basketball family in Wisconsin. It just is.
Yep.
Schill, first one in and good.
It's fun to see then, they go off to college, and all of a sudden they're good friends with somebody that they were conference rivals with.
Great example, Alyssa Nelson and Hannah Plockelman, West and Eisenhower playing together at Parkside.
Yeah.
8 seconds, here comes Rogan, 9-point lead. Pewaukee will win this one. Maddie Rogan up for 2, all the way to the end. Maddie Rogan.
What a game.
That's heart. Great job, both teams.
Yeah.
This was a classic. Your final score, Pewaukee 76. Stevens Point 69. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the W7 Live Player of the Game. Coach Carey, I want to thank you for joining us today.
This was fun, man.
Appreciate it. We got the headset working.
Yes.
We got the batteries charged up.
Yes.
You got everything warmed up for Coach Stolberg now.
Absolutely.
Good job.
Yeah.
Getting everything ready. Appreciate you being here, Dan. You're welcome anytime, of course. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for everything you're doing, Gary.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the Player of the Game. You're watching W7 Live. W7 Live. We are back with the W7 Live Player of the Game. It is Lauren Schill from the Pewaukee Pirates. Lauren, first of all, fantastic game tonight.
Thank you.
Well, that was a battle.
Yeah, I know. We started out really slow, and after the timeout, we kind of kicked it into gear. They pressured us really hard, and I think that was something that we definitely had to work on. So it came better throughout the game.
There's so many great things about your guys' team that I really just don't even know where to start. I mean,
I
you
know.
have so many good players and good kids, and just you guys have so many weapons.
We're very deep this year. We're very lucky.
And I talked about this during the game tonight. You know, it would be easy for you to say, look, I'm the all-conference player. It should be about me. But you just don't do that. And, you know, I don't want to embarrass you because I know you're a humble kid. But, you know, it's about everybody. It's not about one person.
That's something we really emphasize this year is playing as a team. We really focus on our team chemistry and energy during practices, and that's obviously something that has been showing on the court, so we're very lucky to have some girls that we do.
It is, and you know, the thing that I really admire, and again, I'm going to make this a team conversation because I think that's the way you'd want it anyway.
Yeah.
The thing I really admire is how many girls can come in and out, and you guys don't miss a beat. I mean, Jordan Berglund played a fantastic second half. She's new to the team this year. Sarah Newcomer has been fantastic, you know, all season already, and you know she's new to the team this year. But at the same time, Kennedy Osterman scores 5 points. Everybody's like, oh, 5 points. That's meaningless. What she brings to this team is enormous beyond her scoring. I mean, she's fantastic.
Yeah, we move the ball pretty well, and our transition is what's really helping us this year. We have some girls that can run the court, and that's something we've really been pushing this year.
So one thing that I do want to talk about real quick, and you'll need to communicate this back, we are going to start tracking the number of times Ellie Reyes adjusts her headband during games. For some reason, when she adjusts her headband, something happens. I don't know what it is, but so we're going to start calling her Headband from now on. She's great. I mean, love her senior leadership and just how fiery she is. You can tell she was frustrated a couple times. Things didn't fall her way, but again, that's just the competitor in her, right?
Yeah, exactly. We were able to compete this year, and it's really nice.
I mean, you guys they're a really good team. Yeah. Stevens Point. I mean, Leah Ernest she's going to Valparaiso. I mean, and Maddie Rogan's going to play college basketball as well. You guys took on a really. I mean, how excited are you about this team this year?
Really excited. I'm excited to get conference rolling too. I think we have some competitors in conference, and I'm excited to challenge them this year.
I mentioned during the broadcast, I thought it was hilarious that people were picking you guys to finish third in the Woodland West. I'm like, have you seen this team play? I mean, we need to probably adjust that because Ike is going to be very good. Obviously, Pius is going to be really good. You guys are going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm really excited about what you guys are going to do this year. Well, hey, Lauren, great game as always. You're a real leader on this team, and you guys just keep the train rolling. We'll keep up with you, and great job tonight.
Awesome, thank you.
Lauren Schill, the W7 Live Player of the Game. We're going to take a quick break and be back with yet one more game. 6 of 6 coming up. Germantown, Oak Creek. You're watching W7 Live. We'll be right back. W7 Live, we are back. Last game of the night. Gary Whipperman, W7, along with me, our guest analyst tonight, Matt Stolberg, head coach of the Watertown Goslings, Lady Goslings. Coach, welcome. Glad to have you here tonight.
Thanks for having me. Should be fun.
Glad to have you back, I should say. We had a great time with you. We did the New Berlin Eisenhower Pius sectional final last year. That was a great game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A really close game, really competitive. Should see another one like that tonight.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I mean, initial thoughts here, Coach. I mean, you got two obviously very, very good teams. I mean, what's your thoughts coming into tonight?
Yeah, Germantown the last couple of years has been one of the fastest teams in the state as far as tempo goes. Last week they got up 44 three-pointers in one game, took 80 shots overall. Oak Creek, on the other hand, they are opportunistic. They'll run, but they're more of a controlled, highly disciplined team in the half court. They're looking to get a good shot each time. So both teams kind of contrasting styles, but both very talented programs.
Now, number 11, Natalie McNeil, the conference player of the year in the GMC last year, junior. First shot, no good. Rebound, Maddie Gard, number 4. The Gard twins will play a big role in this year's team. Katie, number 22, Maddie, number 4, both seniors this year. Oak Creek went to the state semifinals last year. Lost to McWanago, right? Is that right? McWanago, I believe, in the state semifinals last year. A really good McWanago team.
Very good.
And there'll be a really good McWanago team this year as well. Three-pointer!
Probably going to be
Tanya McNeil
one
for
of many three-pointers that we'll probably see tonight from Germantown.
Coach Stubbe likes to run.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if they do it so much anymore, but they used to go 5 in and 5 out the entire game, subbing almost every minute. But I don't know if we're going to see it that extreme tonight, but they are going to play a high-tempo game.
I want to say they put up, was it 100 points last year against Tosa East in a game, like 109 points? I mean, against DSHA, over 100 points. It was ridiculous. I still give Coach Warzella a hard time about that, by the way.
I think it was almost 200 points scored in the game.
Yeah. McNeil
pretty
pull-up jumper, no good. Amber Ishii takes it away. Kate Richmond. Oh, nice move by Kate. Kate Richmond, I'm telling you right now, Coach, we talk about McNeil, talk about Ishii, and talk about Acker. Kate Richmond has stepped up her game big time this year.
She's got a lot of awareness there. She knew where she was on the court. She took the step back so she'd get 3 for that shot instead of taking the long two-pointer.
6-2, Germantown.
This is Oak Creek's base offense that they run most years. Then they get a post up. They're looking to go 3 out, 2 in. They'll either screen the opposite post to come up to the high post, or they'll swing them across the other block like you see there. And then they typically, by the time state rolls around, they have about 40 to 50 set plays that they run. We probably won't see that many tonight, being that this is their second game.
Coach Letnick is just at a different level. I mean, he's such a great coach.
Yeah, he's very, very detailed.
Yes. I was commenting, I saw a couple of the girls from last year that are here tonight. Haley Zilka, good friend of ours, and a couple of her teammates here tonight. They've graduated, but they're back here to support this team. That just speaks to the culture that Coach Steve has put in place. Definitely. And just, the Oak Creek culture. It's a really phenomenal thing for girls basketball.
Yeah, and then not only that, but there's a lot of youth players in the stands right now, too.
Yes.
So it just continues.
Their youth program is amazing. 6-3, Germantown.
Germantown's already taken either 3 or 4 three-pointers in the game, and we've just gotten underway here.
14:54 left first half. 6-3, last game of the night, 6 of 6. Here's Maddie Gard. Pull up 3. Too long, good rebound. Katie Gard, no good. And in by Hernandez, Nicole Hernandez. 6'2", junior. Leah Finn gone to graduation, and CC Bartek. You got new faces in here for the Knights. They just plug them in and keep rolling.
Every single year they seem to reload.
Yes.
Been that way for about 20 years in Oak Creek, to be honest. They've had players coming in there consistently for a very long time.
Holy cow, I just saw Jamie Finn walk down the row here wearing that 34. I swear for a minute that was Leah. that was surreal. 6-5, Germantown. Just underway. Gary Whipperman, W7, along with Matt Stolberg, the head coach of the Watertown Lady Goslings. McNeil going for the steal. She's going to have a foul.
That's that press we're going to see from Germantown. They got up 80 shots the other night, which you literally can't do unless you're pressing and forcing the tempo, creating turnovers, getting offensive rebounds, that sort of thing. So it's going to be a little frantic. Probably going to be a hard game to call, actually, with the tempo at some point here.
Well, we barely survived the Stevens Point Pewaukee one, Coach. I mean, I'm up for another one. What the heck?
I was up there filming it. We got a play point in about a month. We got to play him in a holiday tournament. So that was pretty thrilling.
May want to watch 40 Ernest on that.
Yeah, that's going to have to be a big key for us for sure.
Natalie McNeil on the bucket for Germantown. First two for McNeil. 8-5 Oak Creek, or Germantown, beg your pardon, 8-5.
This is going to be a big thing here, is if Oak Creek can slow their tempo a little bit, control the game. But Germantown, as you can see right away here, getting out and running every time.
McNeil on the rebound, takes it all the way, spin move, kicks it back out.
Another three.
Amberishi for three. Timeout, Oak Creek. Well, you're right on, Coach. I mean, if you're Oak Creek, that's the challenge, is how do you slow this machine down?
Well, the big thing, you have to be opportunistic. You have to attack that press, look to get layups on the other end. But at the same time, you have to control the tempo because they're looking to speed you up. They succeed in chaos and in getting the game out of control. And right now I think they already have about 5 or 6 3-pointers attempted.
Well, Germantown, the darling for the GMC Conference Championship this year. They're stacked. They brought everybody back. I mean, it should be a good run for the Warhawks this year, you would think.
Yeah, I mean but it's also a really, really tough league. You've got a lot of really good programs.
Oh, it's brutal.
And we just saw a really good Brookfield Central team a couple games ago here, and that's going to be a tough opponent for them. So should be a lot of parity in that league.
I say the GMC is kind of like the SEC in football. I mean, you can't you get no nights off. I mean, no. It's a solid conference for basketball. I mean, with Hale being where they are now, I mean, you can't take anything for granted anymore.
Yep, every single night. Every single night it's a battle.
Well, 11-5 Germantown. Final game of the evening here. Been a fun one. We'll have 6 more tomorrow. Nice pass by guard.
That's good. Good for Oak Creek. Slow the game down, get to the free throw line. That's the thing about this tempo and playing with that pressure is that Germantown can pull away quick, but they also leave a lot of opportunities to score points against them and to catch up. So it can kind of go both ways against them.
Here's Wadensky. She'll get 2. Jenna, first one, no good. Boy, if they're going to give you free points when you stop, you really want to connect on those.
Yeah, it's going to be a big key for Oak Creek.
Second one is in and good. It's 11-6. Germantown, 13-12 left first half. Oh, we've definitely seen some good basketball today, Coach. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and you're going to see some more good basketball tomorrow.
For sure. Jenna Blunt across half court. Boy, that's a long pass to Maddie Guard. Guard pull up 3, no good. Ball on the floor. Hernandez comes away with it for Oak Creek.
And that's okay because, this is really not Oak Creek's tempo right now to come up the court and shoot a quick shot. And so now if they can get, slower possession here and get a good shot or get to the free throw line, it's going to help.
I'll be interested. Substitution for Oak Creek is going to be interesting to see how many players are going to shuffle in and out. In fact, you can see 3 coming in right now. Here's McNeil. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. No good. Nice rebound, Hernandez. Got to keep that ball up, though, right, Coach? I mean, you don't want to bring it down like that.
I think they snuck away with one there a little bit. As soon as she rebounds that, she's got to put it up right on her chin and secure the ball. But in that case, they lucked out and got the foul call.
11-6, Germantown, 12-15 left first half. If you're just joining us, where you been all day? Black Friday is not that big of a deal. Not as big as this.
Oak Creek just sent somebody long in the press break. We were kind of waiting to see if that would happen. If they can get that a couple times, they can loosen up some of the pressure.
11-6, 12-10 left.
Oak Creek, without Hernandez in there right now, does not have a whole lot of size. That'll be something to keep an eye on if they can still rebound with him.
Ishii back in for Germantown. Richmond will come out. Guard inbound to 23.
They need somebody flashing middle right now. Yep, now there they go. Now they got it.
Sarah Kassar. And there's a steal by Acker. Jalen Acker all the way for two. Acker. Sophomore.
See, that's more like it. You got to make the first pass up the court instead of trying to break it with the dribble all the way.
13-6 Germantown. Boy, they contest everything, don't they, Coach?
Yep, they sure do. There's a lot of openings there, though.
Yep, there's a kick out. Shehu on the shot, no good.
Nobody's stopping the ball right now for Germantown. That's going to lead to that shot.
Dribble drive. Oh, great defense. Valentino Shehu on the defense there. Nice job. Freshman, 5'5" freshman. That goes to your point about that youth program. They just fold them right in.
Yeah, they sure do.
Acker on the inbounds, and that's going to be out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds.
Had she not stepped out, that would have been okay that the ball went to the backcourt there, but foot was on the line.
That's Katie Pampus, 5'7", sophomore. Boy, Germantown plays a lot of kids.
I think they have to.
Yeah,
I mean,
with
if you
that
want to
pace,
keep that
yeah.
energy level up.
She's cute. It's great to see so many kids here and youth here. This is what it's all about. Three-pointer.
That's Oak Creek style. If they can slow it down, take 20, 30 seconds off and get a good look, that's going to keep them right in this game.
Kassar for three. Sarah, sophomore. Dribble drive baseline, up, no good. McNeil going for the rebound, doesn't get it. Boy, Shehu, I like her, Valentino. She's a scrappy. Nice pass to Guard. On the floor, they call it no basket by Katie Guard. Foul on Ishii. Richmond back in.
I thought they counted it for a while.
That's
I
what I thought too.
Yeah, he made the motion like they counted it, but I guess his motion was that it was on the floor. But Coach Lucknick wanted it intentional there, grabbing from behind. He might have had a good point.
You know, it seems like Oak Creek may have survived this kind of first wave here by Germantown. I mean, it's 13-9. They're right back in this thing, and it seems like maybe they've survived this initial blast here by the Warhawks.
Well, and that's the key. If you can just, if you can keep them from going on a 10-0 run, it's something, you stay in the game. And then the thing about this is if you look up at the scoreboard right now, there's 6 fouls for Germantown, 1 for Oak Creek.
Yes.
So for the rest of the half, any foul is going to be Oak Creek at the free throw line, which makes a huge difference.
13-9, 10:49 to go, first half. Gary Whipperman, W7, along with Matt Stolberg, head coach of the Watertown Lady Goslings, our guest analyst tonight. Nice kick out. This is Finn. Shot no good. And well, good job on rebounding. 13. That's Paul's kill. Natalie.
Another quick shot.
Three-pointer. Jalen Acker for 3.
Germantown runs those shooters right to the corner in transition. They look to get it there early, and if they have it, they shoot it right away. No hesitation.
Acker really worked a lot in the offseason this year. I saw her a lot of plays. She worked hard. Looks good. Looks ready to play. She's just a sophomore.
You get a lot of incentive when they know you're going to get in the game. They play a lot of kids.
Yes. Finn, got to have those.
Rebounds. I'd like to see her a little more under control there. Take her time.
Yeah.
Especially with the bonus situation going to the free throw line.
Here's McNeil. Spin move in the lane. Turn around. No good. Rebound, Finn.
It's still very early, but the big thing is if Oak Creek, like you said, can survive even just this first half.
Nice bounce pass by Shehu to, I believe that was Finn, couldn't get it. Shot no good. Kate Richmond comes out of nowhere to pull up the rebound.
Last week, Oak Creek was in a tight game at halftime with Arrowhead. Then they made a lot of adjustments. They only give up 12 second half points. If they can do that sort of thing tonight, they'll be in good shape.
Nice drive by Paul's Kill, Natalie Paul's Kill, 5'7" sophomore. New face to this team this year. Speaking of a great youth and basketball program, Germantown does a fantastic job. Coach Stuvey and just it's a great program what Germantown does in girls basketball.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success, especially the past 5 to 10 years or so. They've really gotten it going there. You know, the boys program was best in the state for quite a while there, and the girls program kind of grew right along with them, and now they're the pride of the school right now.
They definitely are. Excited. We're going to do 3 games at Germantown this year. I'm really excited to get over there and check out their new facility. Same as McWanago. We're going to go do a couple games there this year. Everybody says how much they appreciate what we do, and I get a great job, Coach. I get to go around to all these great venues, get to sit courtside and watch these amazing athletes play basketball. I mean, that's a dream job for most people.
Well, you know, like for these 2 days, for anybody just as a fan to be able to come, pay $6 and see, you know, some of the best teams in the state, you can't beat it.
No.
Right now, they should be going to the free throw line right now. It's a 1-on-1 situation. You know, the other thing which people maybe don't realize is that these situations where there's a stall in the game or a break or kind of confusion favors Oak Creek right now because Germantown wants the momentum.
They want to keep running all the time.
Every time there's some kind of break, it breaks that.
Hernandez, no good on the free throw. McNeil clears it. Kick ahead to
Got to look for the corner
McNeil.
Here. There's a corner 3.
3-point shot, no good this time. Amber Ishii.
I mean, really, you're looking to stop 2 things. You're looking to stop dribble penetration and looking to stop the corner 3s. It sounds simple. It's a little bit harder than that, but that's really what Germantown's looking to do every single time.
Well, and the execution is so sound. I mean, you know, missed shots are just missed shots. I mean, if you can execute like this. Richmond, long 3. Kate Richmond for 3. 6 for Kate. 20-9. Just like that, it's an 11-point lead.
Happens quickly.
It sure does. Here's Maddie Guard. It's 20-9, 8:37 left first half. Nice feed into Hernandez. Boy, good job by McNeil denying.
That's a really
Maddie
big
Guard for 3.
They really needed that.
First 3 for Maddie.
Just to get that post touch there to get a kick out and get some space and break some of that ball pressure. It's exactly what they needed.
Boy, nice rotation. McNeil. Boy, she's got a nice move for a big like that. That's a really good baseline move.
Very athletic.
Tanya McNeil, Jr. Finn will come back in for Oak Creek. 4th team foul on Oak Creek. Tanya McNeil to the line for 2. First one, rims in. That's 4 for McNeil. Maddie Guard comes out. And Wadensky Jenna comes out. 21-12, second one, nothing but net for McNeil. Great start for Tanya, 5 points. 22-12, Germantown, 8:16 left first half.
This is a little bit of a danger zone for Oak Creek now. They had to put in a little bit less experience with all the fatigue. They got to survive this now.
And a steal by McNeil, 2-on-1. Drives right up the middle, and great block by Shehu again. Boy, McNeil could have kicked that right over to Natalie McNeil.
Back to the middle now. Look, the middle. They need somebody in the middle of the court.
Here's Katie Guard. Top of the key, Hernandez.
That's a good cut.
Inside to Guard. Nice movement without the ball by Katie.
That situation with the pressure, she's got to get on 2 feet there and take her time and go up strong.
22-12. And good job by Natalie McNeil. Drives all the way in. Natalie McNeil, the GMC Player of the Year with 4. 24-12, Germantown. I'll tell you what, Coach, you never know that she was a Player of the Year or anything just because, you know, she's such a humble kid and her family is so humble and just all about the team, and it's not about us. And I mean, and it's easy to say that, but they really walk it.
Well, she plays with a lot of confidence, but she doesn't. She definitely doesn't show off or anything.
No, not at all. Jeremiah and Bree McNeil, good friends at W7 and just great friends of our program, and great for Germantown basketball. 24-12, G-Town, 6:54 left first half.
Oak Creek going back to the line now.
What do you do, Coach, here if you're Oak Creek? I mean, somehow you got to figure out a way to slow this tempo down. This tempo is killing them.
Yeah, they're starting to get it. Against that press, when they get the first pass to one side, they got to look right back into the middle. When Hernandez is in there, the past couple times they've hit her in the middle and she's squared up, and that's broken that pressure. Earlier in the game, they tried to dribble through it a little too much, and that led to a lot of steals.
Nice free throw by Finn, Jamie Finn.
The other thing is when you make shots, the other team has to take the ball out of bounds. That tends to slow things down a little bit.
Right.
But when you miss and there's long rebounds and stuff like that, or with live ball turnovers,
transition is a killer.
Yep.
Second one, no good. Ball on the floor, and picked up by Tanya McNeil. Center of the court. Wow.
Yeah, they stayed in.
Good job by Natalie McNeil saving that.
We had a good view of it right in front of us.
We sure did. Like I said, anybody that doesn't think that this game is all that, come over here and hang out down in the corner for 20 minutes. Then tell me that. Three-pointer, no good. I'm very passionate about girls basketball, Coach. Nice job by McNeil. Great defense by Oak Creek. Boy, Hernandez has had a really good half, don't you think?
Yep, she's hanging in there. She's playing really tough.
24-13. Katie Guard, nice dribble drive, nice kick out. Boy, Coach Letnick wanted that one.
They sure did. Now Germantown going to slow it down. Oh, maybe not.
McNeil.
Never mind.
For three, no good. Stolen by Richmond. Nice feed. And in for two. McKenna Klopfer for two from Kate Richmond.
This is an interesting thing now. Coach Stuvey called timeout with momentum, which some people would scoff at.
Why do you do that?
He might have realized that maybe they're reeling a little bit right now. Maybe they're fatigue or something that Oak Creek's doing, that they're getting open. The past couple times on the press, Oak Creek has had layups on the other end, and maybe that's something he wants to address, especially with his team. 2 more fouls, it's double bonus. Still a lot of time in this half. And I think it's probably actually a good timeout because at some point he can't keep giving Oak Creek open looks. They're going to hit those.
Well, Coach, we'll go split screen here with looking at both benches. We've kind of grown up since you've been here last.
I noticed. Cameras all over the place.
It's so fun. It's so great. And I tell you, yourself and just so many coaches have just been. The great thing about it and why we're successful and why it works is because coaches are buying into what we're doing. And it's saying, not only are they buying in, but they're saying, come into our program. Come in and just be with us, hang out with us, come to practice, bring a camera with you, and get inside the program. And that's just not common in athletics. And that's why I love girls basketball, because that's what it's about.
Some of the stuff that you're kind of talking about with the excitement of the game and the hard and good fundamental play. Coaches have known that for a long time. So when there's some exposure and they can bring attention to their players, that's something that they're excited about.
For sure, and we're thrilled to be part of it. Katie Guard,
right to the middle, right off the bat.
Maddie Guard, and one Maddie Guard from Katie Guard.
That's something that's been there, for the entire half.
You said it a couple times now. If you look to the middle, it's going to be there, and you're right on.
The hard part is there's a lot of openings in that press where Germantown's almost daring you to throw the ball there, because they're so quick and they rotate so fast. And it's also easier for us to stay sitting here, but we don't have a defender right in our face either.
26-15, Maddie Guard hits the free throw.
If they can get a stop here and cut it to single digits, they're in really good shape. It's a deep three.
Out of bounds. It'll stay with Germantown. 5:29 to go. First half. Looks like our scoreboard camera has finally called it a night. So I'll be the scoreboard camera the rest of the game, it looks like. 26-16, 5:28 to go. Richmond baseline drive. Nice kick out to McNeil. Coach, that's just a team knowing where each other is on the floor. Great drive by Richmond, great kick out to McNeil.
There's nothing complicated, just good execution. Driving, getting extra defenders to come play the ball and kicking it out.
And interception, pass back to Richmond. I'm not sure that Pampu needed to make that pass.
Yeah, for both teams, when the tempo is so high, it forces you to do some things that maybe you'd like to take back, but kind of comes with the territory.
Well, 29-16. 5:01 left first half. Here's Richmond. Boy, she's gotten so much quicker on that first step. McNeil kick out. Ishii back to McNeil, baseline drive, and floater, Natalie McNeil for 2. I love watching her play. Just the way she's so fluid in the way she moves.
Very patient, too.
Yes.
Doesn't seem to be forcing it.
31-16 now, a 15-point lead for Germantown, biggest of the night. Coach Letnick's almost at center court.
I think he's blocking our view.
Glad we don't have a camera running down there.
It's a good inside look.
Maddie Guard for 2. That's 7 for Guard.
When they can break the pressure and get into the half court, those looks are there. It's just a matter of getting past that initial wave of pressure.
Kate Richmond, long 3, no good. Boy, Ishii was wide open across the court. Maddie Guard off the glass for 2, timeout. Might be
I'm sure
the official's timeout.
I'm sure her shoe is actually untied, but
not a bad move though.
That could be a good tactic in this situation. You know what? You only have 5 timeouts for the game. You want to slow down tempo, you just untie your shoe every once in a while.
Oak Creek kids look tired, don't they? You look at Finn coming off. I mean, she's gassed. 31-20.
I mean, can you blame them?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. Somebody better tell Germantown it's only November. Acker was flashing in that opposite corner, wide open. Didn't see her. Richmond. Oh, that's not a good pass. But that's a great block. Here comes Acker. McNeil. No good. Rebound. Shehu, boy, that was a great block down on the other end. No good again. Back out to Hernandez.
This is good now if Oak Creek can just slow it down. They're still 1 shot away from breaking into single digits. Next foul is a double bonus.
Drive all the way in, can't get it. And that's almost a temptation, isn't it? I mean, it's tempting to fall into that tempo that Germantown runs,
Yep.
and that's what they count on. They count on you doing that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, Coach Luckner just kind of walked down here and was upset about missing layups, but that's what happens when you're playing at a tempo that you're not used to.
31-20. Boy, you got so many open players.
Yeah, I mean, Oak Creek's doing something that you don't see them do very often. They played quite a few possessions of zone here.
McNeil, no good. (31-20), 2:23 left, and we're going to have a foul. .231 left first half.
This is one of those situations where you have to get back to your fundamentals. Every time you have the ball, you got to put the ball on your chin. You got to square up, face the basket, and be strong with the ball. But like you said, I mean, when this tempo gets so high, you start rushing and panicking.
I mean, yeah, you're down 11, but really, I mean, you've weathered the storm, I think. I mean, I think, you know, and you got a lot of new pieces. I mean, I think you got to be okay with, I mean, not okay, but I mean, they're in this game for sure.
You know, and it sounds ridiculous, but, you know, even if you're down 20 against Germantown, you're still technically in the game.
You're
because
absolutely
of the tempo,
right.
and because that, you know, how many free throws that you have the potential of shooting if you're strong with the ball. You know, in the previous game here, we saw Stevens Point come back from 17 down, going a 17-0 run.
Boy, what a classic that was.
Anything's possible.
Leah Ernest was unbelievable. Well, here comes G-Town the other way. Acker, Jalen Acker. Boy, nice cross court. McNeil, 3, short, rebound, Hernandez. I'm not tracking rebounds, but Nicole Hernandez has a lot of them.
I think the qualification for being open for Germantown is having the ball. Having the ball and being past half court.
That means you're open.
It's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch. Why do you think I signed up for so many Germantown games this year? They're gonna be a fun ride to watch this year.
Yep.
31-20. We do some Watertown games this year, Coach.
Yeah, we're excited to have you out.
Yeah, well, we're thrilled. See you guys against McKenna and Monona Grove.
Yep, that'll be a good challenge for us.
Then over in the Falls, on kind of a weird Saturday in February. That'll be fun
matinee,
to go over there. A little matinee. Love that.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. 31-21, second shot, no good. Rebound, Acker. Pass up to McNeil. Back to Acker. Yeah, wide open. Hand in her
Another
face.
rebound by Hernandez. She is keeping Oak Creek in the game.
She absolutely is.
See, we're going to get 2 free throws again. It's kind of what we were talking about, that it's a double-edged sword. You can go on a huge run, but at the same time, they're never really out of it because when you foul them, you're putting them in this double bonus situation. There's still 2 minutes left.
And it's kind of a twofer because you also then stop that pace again. You get a couple seconds to kind of regroup, and you get to shoot free throws.
Yep. No better way to score than doing it at the free throw line.
I was just watching on the replay. Acker had a hand literally in her face on that 21-footer.
Yeah, they don't seem to mind. You know, Oak Creek's blocked 1 or 2 of them so far, but it hasn't phased them.
And when I say replay, what I mean is the live stream that's playing in front of me is on a 30-second delay. If we had replay, yes, we would actually use it, but I don't. Because that's going to be the next question that's coming. Well, if you've got replay, why aren't we seeing those?
Well, at the rate that things are progressing since I did this last, you're going to have replay. You're going to have drones with cameras flying around the gym.
If Don Kurth will approve it, we'll do it. We're actually looking at – I've already talked to WIAA because, as you probably know, it's hard to get, human labor to do a lot of this, camera work that we need to do. And the WIAA has already approved to let me put cameras behind the backboards and shoot through the glass.
Oh, wow.
So that's coming. Nice dribble drive in.
Oh, they can't get one to fall.
Rebound by McNeil. Boy, Coach Letnick is animated on the sideline.
If you heard some stomping, that was his feet.
McNeil, short. Rebound. Katie Gard. Katie Gard taking it all the way and fouled.
The other thing, too, here is with this many fouls, eventually somebody's going to get in foul trouble for Germantown. A couple players already have 2 fouls. I don't think they have 3 yet, but, at some point that does affect the game late in the game when you want your best players on the court. Another missed free throw for, at this point, if Oak Creek had hit all the free throws, they'd be winning right now.
Yes, for sure.
No, you're never going to hit all your free throws, but it just kind of illustrates that hitting those free throws in the situation against a team like this keeps you in the game.
Well, you got to take advantage when you get it for sure, because they're going to pile up a lot of points. Germantown
we're looking at about a 3-minute drought here for Germantown, which is not very common.
31-22. It's been 6 straight for the Knights after being down 31-16. Down on the corner, Acker. They're trying to shut down that corner, Coach. You see that. Acker, no good for 3. Good save. McNeil to Acker under the basket. Acker from McNeil for 2.
Now, if you're Oak Creek here, spread out the court, and you're okay with 1 shot in this situation.
Right.
You don't want to turn the ball over, but spread them out, use the pressure against them, and get a good shot. If you get fouled, you're shooting another 2 free throws.
33-22, Germantown, 44 seconds left first half.
They're going to be patient here, which is the right move. Yeah, he's calling for 1 shot now.
33 seconds to go. 33-22 in favor of Germantown. And there's a steal by McNeil. Ahead of guard and out of bounds.
Stay here. She threw it back off the leg.
Boy, that's just, that's one of the million things, as a mature player, when you see that. Ball's going out of bounds, she grabs it and just knocks it off the defender's leg.
Yep, you get yourself, you get your team a whole extra possession. It's going to be another box set for Germantown. What they're looking to do is actually get the inbounder back in for a 3-pointer. They haven't even gotten to that point. They've just taken the 3 with the first girl that caught the ball. They're going to throw it here, and now they're going to post her. That one's going to go to Oak Creek.
Out of bounds, Oak Creek ball. I don't even need to watch the game. I can just watch Coach Letnick. I mean, that's like a show in itself right there. 33-22, 15 seconds and counting. Oak Creek ball. 5 seconds. Finn, kick out. 3, no good. I will say, Coach, I really admire the discipline by Jamie Finn on that play, because it would have been easy when the crowd yelled like 3, 2, 1, when there's 5 seconds left, to just stay patient, understand that that's not right, and make a play, make a nice kick-out pass. Didn't go in, but still good maturity by Finn.
You know, from what I've heard about Coach Lucknick, that's something they probably work on almost every day in practice, is situational stuff and knowing how much time and what the time and score is and that. So, you know, I'm sure she had full awareness of how much time was left.
We've reached the end of the first half. Your halftime score, the Germantown Warhawks 33 and the Oak Creek Knights 22. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching our final game of the day in W7 Live. Gary Whipperman along with head coach Matt Stolberg of the Watertown Lady Goslings. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. You're watching W7 Live. Well, W7 Live, we're back. We're losing cameras, batteries dying, announcers dying, but we're hanging in there, Coach. I mean, good first half here, and I think we got a good second half. Again, I think if you're in Oak Creek spot, I mean, this isn't the worst place in the world to be, at halftime. You've weathered the storm, and I think, you could come in and cut this lead down, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, whatever halftime adjustments Oak Creek made last week against Arrowhead were extremely effective. And so it's going to be fun to see what they do here. I'm guessing they're going to handle the pressure a little bit better. They're going to play a little bit more under control. Early on they got the ball in the post, and that created some open opportunities for them, so we'll probably see some of that. And honestly, if Germantown puts them in the double bonus with 6 to 10 minutes left, I think it's anybody's game.
33-22 at halftime. Big hello to our friends from Slinger Swish joining. Great to see them. We'll be going to Dubuque, Iowa with Slinger next month when they play Dubuque Hempstead at Loras College in Dubuque. Really looking forward to that. It's going to be a fun trip over there to Loras with the Owls. 33-22, second half, just getting ready to get started. Germantown inbound at Gary Whipperman, W7, along with Matt Stolberg, the head coach of the Watertown Lady Goslings, our guest analyst tonight. Coach, thanks again for making time. Love having you here.
Oh, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Inbound McNeil from the free throw line, no good.
Oak Creek came back out in the 1-2-2 zone that they were in the first half. Forced a two-point shot, I believe, which is one of the few two-point jump shots I think I've seen Germantown take this whole game.
Quick recap in first half scoring. Natalie McNeil leading Germantown with 8, Jalen Acker with 7, Kate Richmond with 6, and Tanya McNeil with 5. All right, great balance scoring by the Warhawks in the first half.
Another quick turnover for Germantown, three-pointer on the way.
McNeil 3, no good. And McNeil and Hernandez get a jump ball for Oak Creek. Maddie Gard led scoring with 9, Nicole Hernandez with 4, Sarah Kassar with 3.
Timeout by Germantown. And
timeout, G-Town.
Less than a minute into the half.
28 seconds into the half. That's surprising. Well, Coach, tell me about Watertown this year. Talk about your girls and how things are going. And again, we talked off camera a little bit. I mean, you're in the Badger, which is no picnic either.
No, it's an extremely talented league. It has been for a long time. It's going to be really deep again this year. It gives a good test for us, but so far, we've been really impressed with our girls. We've won our first 2 games. We're 2-0, and we're very young, but we've got some really good senior leadership. So far, so good. We're looking forward to a good season. Well,
you had good momentum last year in postseason to build off of, and sounds like things are going in the right direction. We're excited to come out to Watertown this year for a couple games and meet you in Menominee Falls for a game, and then, of course, the Badger Challenge. So we'll get to see a lot of each other this year, which we're really excited about.
Be a lot of fun.
Inbound pass to Kate Richmond, top of the key, being guarded by Katie Gard. To McNeil, 17:23 left, 33-22 Germantown. McNeil, nice drive. Boy, quick.
I was going to say, it should have been a foul. They got it there. Oak Creek was in man-to-man that possession after the out-of-bounds play. We've seen a lot of 1-2-2 this game, so it'll be interesting to see if they switch back and forth or if they're going to change now.
And what's the goal there, Coach? I mean, what are you trying to do here if you're Coach Lutnick?
Well, a lot of, in the 1-2-2, you've got 2 people on the bottom that can help you get out to the corners. There's that middle layup.
Katie Gard to Maddie Gard for 2.
That 1-2-2, you got 2 girls in the bottom that can get out to those corners and prevent some of those corner threes that we talked about. But at the same time, you're able to pack the middle and take away some of the dribble penetration. And a lot of what Germantown does is try to beat you off the dribble, get 2 to play 1, and then kick it out for a 3.
Here's a 3. Kate Richmond for 3.
The tough part is they got there. They contested the shot, but it didn't matter.
9 for Richmond. 36-24 Germantown. Maddie Gard's 3 is no good. Rebound Richmond.
It's not a bad shot, but maybe it's not the one. Maybe you want to take a little bit more time.
Maddie all the way, no good, but she's fouled by Tanya McNeil.
That was either going to be a no call or it was going to be a blocking call, so it's a good call there.
(36-24), 16:35 left. Germantown in white jerseys, white shorts. Oak Creek, blue jerseys, blue shorts.
Two team fouls right away for Germantown here, a minute and a half into the second half, so kind of the same story.
Maddie Gard hits the first one and hits the second one. She's a good free throw shooter.
That might be the first time Oak Creek's hit both free throws.
13 for Gard. 36-26, 16:30 to go. There's the pass to Tanya McNeil, baseline. Well, she's got a nice first step for her size. I mean, she's got a really nice first step. She's athletic.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I haven't noticed if she's right-handed or left-handed. She took that really quick with her left-handed.
Yes.
She's a righty. That's very impressive.
She'll go to the line for 2. McNeil with 5 points, a 3 and 2 free throws. 2 for 2 from the line so far, 3 for 3.
Yeah, that was her offhand. That makes it even that much more impressive.
37-26 Germantown. And in and good.
Yeah,
well, she's got a nice soft shot.
She sure does.
38-26 G-Town.
Well, Creek's been playing man-to-man now. I like the zone for them in the second half. They did hold Germantown scoreless for about 5 minutes. It's interesting to see if they go back to that. Set play here for a 3.
Maddie Guard, no good. McNeil clears it to McNeil. Natalie McNeil driving in. Kind of pushed off on Maddie Guard a little bit. Made a little space for herself. No good on the basket.
That last possession was one of Oak Creek's well-known set plays. Here comes another one.
Nice backdoor, Maddie Guard. Oh, I gotta have that.
She's gonna get fouled? No, that's gonna be a foul.
On the floor, foul by Natalie McNeil. That was a great backdoor move, Coach. I love those. I love watching backdoor moves. That's so fun to watch.
Very exciting. And that's what you want to do with a team that pressures as much as Germantown. See, shooter on the inbound, probably going to come back. Yep, they're going to swing it to the top and come back. They're going to post her.
Inside, Maddie Guard. She's going to be fouled by McNeil. Natalie McNeil's looking around like, oh, I went straight up. What am I supposed to do?
See, that's actually a big thing. What they're doing there is that set play was to get her posted up because McNeil had 2 fouls. And that's her situation. Now she has 3 fouls, so that puts Germantown's best player with only 2 fouls from fouling out.
3 on Natalie McNeil. Maddie Guard, first one in and good. Well, you can really see she's a feature on this offense now. Maddie is. Last year, obviously, you had Zilka and you've had Finn and a cast. It kind of seems like it's, Maddie's the feature on this offense.
Yeah, just next girl up.
Yeah, exactly.
Step up, you go into a bigger role.
38-28. Here's Tanya McNeil for 3. Tanya McNeil.
Coach Lucknick is upset. Hernandez there, she didn't want to get way up on her because the last time she got beat off the dribble, she gave her a little cushion and then she hit the shot.
13-point lead now. Guard tried a baseline pass.
It's actually another set play, what they kind of call a hammer screen, which the Spurs started doing years ago, where you drive baseline and you kind of jump and throw it to the corner for a 3. That time Germantown's got a hand on it. Where they post up guard again now with 3 fouls on McNeil. Yep, there it is. They're going to go for another foul here.
Maddie Guard in the lane.
Well,
no good.
Shot. Really
nice
good
rebound,
shot
McNeil.
Jump ball.
I love Natalie McNeil. I love how competitive she is. She is just a fireball competitively. You just don't mess with her. She is tough as nails.
Should be Oak Creek ball. Yeah, they got it fixed now.
Officials hold Coach Letnick to relax. You might as well ask the wind to stop blowing.
Oh, this one should. Yeah, he pointed the wrong direction. It should be Oak Creek's ball.
I think the officials are a little flustered, Coach.
No, he's still pointing that direction.
It's Germantown basketball. Coach Letnick is not going to like that.
Yeah, pretty sure that's the wrong call, but it's not an easy job.
No. There isn't enough money, Coach. There's not enough money in the world for me to do that.
Me neither.
Nice drive and finish by Amber Ishii. That's 5 for Ishii.
It's about a 4-point swing there with the out-of-bounds ball.
15-point lead,
Germantown. Slow down and get a good shot here. Take your time, get a good shot.
Jamie Finn.
It's a big shot.
Maddie Guard, no good. Katie Guard going for it.
Gotta get out and stop the ball here. Nobody's stepping up to stop the ball, and they're going to get the corner 3.
Kick out, 3, no good. That was Ishii. Rebound, Germantown. Finn will come out and Katie Gard will come out.
Depending on the result of this possession, we might see a timeout by Coach Lucknick, depending on what happens here.
15-point Germantown lead. Here's Natalie McNeil in the lane. Kick out. Acker drives in. And one! Jalen Acker! And it's a 17-point Germantown lead. That's 3 on guard now, Coach.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them without her in the game, so they're probably going to just let her go with 3 fouls.
And Acker knocks it down, no problem. 46-28.
McNeil's going to get a rest now.
Natalie McNeil will get a break. In will come McKenna Klopfer. It's an 18-point Germantown lead, 46-28. You know, Coach, I remember an Oak Creek team getting blown out by Arrowhead at the beginning of the year last year. That team seemed to do all right.
Yeah, they figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, they do. Maddie Gard into the lane, and she's fouled.
You know, and Germantown plays a style that you don't necessarily want to go up against early in the year before you've had a chance to run a lot of practices and get your team
It's a lot. Ask Kettle Moraine Lutheran. They ran them out of the gym. And KML's a good ball team.
You know, teams that play a really drastic style one way or the other tend to have an advantage at 2 times. In the beginning of the year when teams haven't had a chance to see them or get their team ready, and then in the playoffs when you have short prep and sometimes you only have one night or a morning to get ready.
Second one in and good. 46-29.
You know, believe it or not, I shouldn't say Germantown, Oak Creek is okay here. They just have to kind of stem the tide a little bit.
Boy, those kick-out passes are fast.
They're a little out of control, but they're finding their destination.
3-pointer, no good. Oh, nobody there on the. Gotta have that. Hernandez got to block out on that one. Katie Pampoo gets her first 2. It's 48-29. She came in untouched from the free throw line and picked that up and dropped it in. Maddie Gard for 3.
Yeah, like we talked about, Gard's got 3 fouls, but I don't think they can afford to have her out right now, so they're just going to ride it out.
Agree. 48-32, 16-point lead for the Warhawks. Down in the corner.
Surprised she didn't pull that.
Nice move.
Turned out to be the right decision.
Amber Ishii for 2. 7 for Ishii. 50-32, 18-point Germantown lead. Under 13 to go now, 12:40. It was 11 at halftime. Here's Maddie Gard again. Nice finger roll.
Really
in. Boy, she's
move.
so athletic, Coach. She's just so fun to watch.
I didn't realize how high she can jump.
Oh my gosh, she can sky. Nice dish. Ishii to Paul's kill. Timeout, Oak Creek.
Be interesting to see if Oak Creek goes back to some form of zone now, like they were in the first half. If they come out in zone, Germantown could just hold it and burn some clock. But I'm not so sure Germantown wants to do that at all. It'd be interesting to see at what point Germantown pulls back and takes care of the ball and wears some clock out with the lead, or if they'll just keep the gas pedal down and keep pushing.
Well, I mean, they're finding mismatches all over the place. I mean, you had Hernandez up high on there. You fed it in. There was nobody there. I mean, it's really good play by the Warhawks in this game.
Yeah, they're playing together like it's middle of the season.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, just the awareness and the I don't know what that's about. Don't even want to know. I don't think that's usually.
You got fans sprinting by, going under the bleachers.
Well, 2 guys going under the bleachers together worries the heck out of me, Coach. I'll tell you what. 12:17 left in this one. 52-34. Well, Coach, I mean, if you're Coach Lutnick here, I mean, what are you saying to the girls here? I mean,
I think they're still okay. I mean, maybe that's a relative term, but anytime you're within 20 points of a team like this, you're okay. A couple more fouls, you're going to go to the free throw line. Then all you got to be is strong with the ball, and you theoretically can go to the free throw line every single time you have a possession. what I'm looking for them to do here is possibly go back to a zone and see if Germantown either pulls it out and makes him play man, or if Germantown keeps shooting and it gives them a chance to get back in the game.
52-34, 12-17 left. Germantown leading Oak Creek.
We'll probably see a set play here. It's going to see a double low stack. Going to get it into the wing, cross screen.
Finn looking inside.
Yeah,
She'll drive it inside.
Play.
Nice play. Finn and one.
So that time they double stacked on the bottom to get the ball out to the wing, break some of that pressure, and then they screen down for the post to come up to the top, and then play one-on-one from there. That's Jamie Finn, if I'm not mistaken.
That is Jamie Finn, absolutely. Looks a lot like a number 34 from last year. I remember very, very well, named Leah Finn. Great basketball player. Great
so just
kid.
like that, you're within 15. You get one stop, you get one more basket, you're okay. Yeah, it looks like they're still in man-to-man now. They're really having a tough time containing the dribble in man-to-man.
McNeil, turnaround.
Another
pretty
tough shot.
nice job by Natalie McNeil. 10 for McNeil. 54-37. We're back on the air tomorrow morning, 10:30. DSHA and Milwaukee Academy of Science. Coach, I don't know if you were here this morning or not, but we knew that Williams would play huge for Milwaukee Academy, but we didn't realize that there was another Williams in there, freshman. Oh, my gosh. She had 30.
Is that 61 points between the two of them?
Yes.
Something like that?
Yep. Yeah. And they ran Whitnall a lot of the gym. Brian Hendricks, the head coach of DSHA, actually came over here and sat for half an hour and did some of the game with me. And I think he
probably
went
watched
home
a little bit and then said, I got to go. I got some work to do.
I think he went home to his study and probably locked all the doors and started game planning. 54-37, 11:34 to go. So Milwaukee Academy of Science and DSHA 10:30 will start things off tomorrow. 6 more games tomorrow. Headline is McWanago and Rufus King. King actually playing
game.
Arrowhead tonight.
Yep, King came out on top in that one.
Oh, that one's already done, huh? So King won that one. And no Kamaya McNeil either. She can't play until the end of January.
Yeah, she transferred from Shorewood.
Yep. Nice job by Shehu again, Valentino.
It's kind of getting to be an old thing to keep bringing up, but we look at the foul situation, 8-2 in favor of Oak Creek.
Yes.
If you can get this game around 10 points and keep it there, then you've got a chance to make a push at the end.
Got to have those free throws, though, Coach. Just got to have them.
They've missed way too many of them. That would be something that if they were shooting a higher percentage, they'd kind of be right in this game.
Yes. 54-38, 11:13 to go. Second one in and good. Well, to your point, it's 15, but you're absolutely right. That's not out of reach of the pace that Germantown plays. So there you go. There's a steal.
You got to slow this one down.
By Shehu, behind the back dribble. Nice job.
That's a situation where she's got the ball there. She's got to keep it out of the corner. She kind of got away with one there.
Top of the key, that's Jenna Wadensky. Got a whole load of subs in here for Oak Creek right now. Nice feed inside. Fouled. Sarah Kassar.
We're starting to inch a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
A couple more stops and they'll be in good shape.
Well, that last time out has really, Germantown's been quiet since that last time out.
They each have 3 left, so there's a lot of room for coaching left and strategizing, that sort of thing. So it should be a good finish here.
54-40, 10:42 left. Second one in and good. Kassar hits them both. 13-point lead for Germantown. They've led throughout. Natalie McNeil on the feed, no good. That was Paul's kill. Rebound, Katie Gard. She'll run it down the floor, down in the corner to Finn. Back up top, Kassar.
They're gonna call a set play here. You can hear Coach Luckner calling out from the sideline. They got the corner
Finn
3.
for 3, no good. It looked good. Baseball pass to McNeil, 1-on-2. Natalie McNeil, no good. And rebound, Jamie Finn. But Finn's played well tonight.
Yeah, she's that's tough.
Looking
tough
for Katie
one.
Gard. That's a tough pass. That's a tough play to make underneath
You
like
like
that.
to get those layups, but the flip side of it, they've had a
tough.
good look in the half court every time they've run a set play. So you got to almost resist the temptation in this type of game and pull it back.
And it's kind of funny. Germantown's kind of slowed things down a little bit, which is a little counter for them for sure.
Well, now Germantown is suffering from whatever Oak Creek had in the first half with the missing layups inside.
Yeah. Gonna have a foul here.
This is about the time in the the point in the game that we saw Stevens Point make their run back into the game. So see if Oak Creek can do the same thing.
Only third team foul on Oak Creek. 9:38 left. 54-41, Germantown by 13. Top of the key, McNeil. Floater. Boy,
there's not much you can do
so
against
fun
that.
to watch. Natalie
If she's
McNeil.
going to hit that shot, there's not much you can do. Quick one dribble, pull up, fading away.
56-41, 15-point lead into Finn. Up over the basket, and it'll be Germantown ball.
Coach Luckner's talking to somebody back here. It's not us.
It's not us. That I am quite certain of. Jalen Acker bring the ball down the court. Good rotation here. Running jumper, no good by Pampu. Rebound, Katie Gard.
Nicole Hernandez is back in the game. We'll see if she can make an immediate impact here. They're going to pull it back. They're going to run another set play now. Might get the back door again now. Be a timeout. Nope.
Out of bounds.
Tanya McNeil's coming back into the game. Be interested to see if Hernandez is guarding her again. That was a tough matchup when last time she was in. Haven't seen this play yet.
56-41 Germantown.
That's going to be 2 shots, double bonus now.
Yeah, double bonus the rest of the way now for Oak Creek. That's a foul on Richmond, Kate Richmond. That's her 5th personal. That can't be right. Is that right? Fifth foul. Kate Richmond fouls out.
They might have a big enough cushion, but that's kind of the risk you run when you play so aggressive. So, like we talked about, it is a double-edged sword. In this case, it looks like it's going to work out for Germantown, but it's still a chance for Oak Creek here.
First shot and a good. Richmond fouls out with 9 points.
Oak Creek's hit about their last 4 free throws, so that's kind of a welcome sight for Coach Lucknick.
14-point lead. Classy. Because this is the NFL, we should really heckle kids from the bleachers. That makes a ton of sense. Love that. 56-42, 14-point lead for Germantown. Natalie McNeil, nice spin move. Feeds to Tanya McNeil.
This is that matchup that we're kind of waiting to see.
Hernandez guarding her. That's
really
not the pass you
on
want,
the weak
Coach.
side there.
That's not the pass you want. Katie Gard, all the way, no good. Rebound, Tanya McNeil, and she's going to be fouled by Kassar. Or beg your pardon, Widensky, Jenna.
That's a tough situation. Even with youth players, you try to teach them in that situation to kind of land on 2 feet and control and go up strong. When you stop on 2 feet, you can still have the option to pivot out and make a different choice. But when you go up, you're kind of stuck.
It's almost like the optics of it. Like it doesn't look cool to do that. It's such a great tactic, though. You just don't see that anymore. And I never understood it because to me it's such a fundamental thing and it's so effective.
Right. Yep, exactly.
But I think the optics on it are just that, hey, kids don't want to do it.
Right. And then the flip side of that is, winning is cool.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Moves might look cool at times, but if you play under control and discipline, and Oak Creek's an example of that. They're rarely flashy, but they do nothing but win.
Yep. And it's just execution consistently. Katie Gard missed the layup.
Coach Luckner just fell to the floor.
Fell to the floor.
He's still not up. He's going to stay down.
And Acker comes in as fouled.
You know what he's thinking at this point, or if he hasn't thought it already, is that between free throws and layups, they might have the lead.
Oh, for sure. Kassar on the foul. That's her second. Acker at the line. Perfect.
You know, I don't believe, I'm pretty sure that these teams are not in the same sectional. So you never know. This could be a matchup that you see in the, at state, either in the first round or in the finals. And I'm willing to bet the second time around will be a little bit closer too.
Well, you have a history of being right on that, Coach, so I will not doubt you. If you recall, Coach Stolberg and I called the New Berlin Eisenhower Pius Catholic sectional final way back in March, Coach, March 1st, and I expected an Ike blowout, and Coach Stolberg said, not so fast, my friend. It's going to be a close one. Pius is going to be right there, and sure enough, it came down to the buzzer, 41-39. It was a great game.
Yeah, it was absolutely. Yep, it was anybody's game right at the end.
Yep.
You know, there's still 7 minutes left in this game. It's a 15-point game. Oak Creek is hanging around. It's still anybody's game, and Oak Creek's in that double bonus.
McNeil, top of the key. Coach, is there almost a danger in that there's such a high-octane team just built on tempo and speed that when you have a 15-point lead with 6 minutes left that you can't take your foot off the gas and just, I wouldn't say coast, but, secure a victory because you're just built to just run all the time.
Yeah, and that's the kind of the thing that it's always a dilemma. When do you pull up and when do you take off the gas? When do you have a comfortable enough lead to play that way? And maybe for Germantown, it's when they are going to be in the double bonus, so that anytime, if they take the air out of the ball and slow it down, when they get fouled, they're going to shoot 2 free throws. I don't know, and maybe not, and maybe they just want to keep doing what they're comfortable with.
57-42, 15-point lead for Germantown, 6:48 left.
A flare screen for a 3.
Katie Gard down on that corner.
Really nice job of handling that pressure by Hernandez.
Maddie Gard to Finn.
Back up top. 3 timeouts here. They might want to think about using one. Use one now.
Good defense by 23, Pampu.
Might get one right now to set up an out of bounds, but nope, they're going to let it go.
Nice job by Katie, 57-42.
Might be a post up for Hernandez here. Yep, they got the mismatch they wanted. Kick it out. Yeah, she traveled.
And travel on Hernandez.
A lot of what Oak Creek does in out-of-bounds plays is they're just looking for a mismatch. I mean, the out-of-bounds play they've ran almost every time is simply to throw it to one side and bring their inbounder into post up. It's a great out-of-bounds play. It's all you need to do.
I think sometimes that teams don't take the opportunities that out-of-bounds plays provide as much as they should.
Yeah, I mean, it's the hardest thing in the game to defend.
Yes.
It really is. And that's why you see a lot of teams that maybe they play nothing but man-to-man, but then they'll play zone and out-of-bounds plays because it's so hard to scout all of them and to have an answer for everything a team can do from the baseline.
Maddie Gard for 3, no good. Katie Gard on the rebound.
Shot there. They
no
can't
good.
Get one to fall.
Hernandez.
That should be a jump ball.
Nice job by McNeil ripping it away. Nice outlet to Acker, but she traveled, and it'll be
what you talked about here.
Oak Creek ball.
They could, if they wanted to, they could have pulled that back and were a minute off the clock or forced a foul, get closer to the bonus. But it's hard to second guess that because you don't want to get out of what you do well either.
And I think it's a really good point, and I think that's where there's been talk in the past with Germantown that hey you could have won games had you just coasted it, brought it down a notch at the end, but you keep running and you let other teams creep back in again.
And people will always second guess.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Banked one in there.
Yeah. By the way, they're up by 18, so I think Coach Stubbe knows what he's doing. I'm not saying that.
Absolutely.
It's high school kids. I mean, this is the way it is. Timeout, Oak Creek. Boy, I love this Germantown team, Coach. They're built for this, and Oak Creek's going to figure it out. We both know that. That's just
absolutely.
That's just
Oak
what they
Creek
do.
definitely has the talent to be a state team once again.
No doubt about it.
The thing that they might struggle a little bit with is they don't have a lot of size as far as guarding the post and getting some post scoring. Now, in a typical game of a typical pace, it might not be as glaring as it is, as it is tonight. And now we got those fans running on the other side of the gym. back under the
Are they
bleachers.
going back under the bleachers again? I mean, I guess you expect that from 4-year-olds, but I mean, these are like high school students.
They're just so worked up from so many good basketball games.
Well, I'm about ready to start doing that myself, so I'd say meet you to the bleachers, but that would just sound weird. Well, we've seen some really great basketball today, Coach, and I know you're doing some scouting today, and this is a great event. It's a premier event in the state, and I know Coach Liebel and AD Kurth are trying to build this up. I'd like to see both gyms full on varsity games again going forward. It's hard because you don't get as many non-conference games as you used to, so you got to make decisions, and unfortunately, this has been a casualty, in recent years. But as far as premier teams go, I mean, this is it, early season. This is as good as it gets.
Yeah, this is something to look forward to every single year. Quite a few college coaches in the stands today, too, as well.
Yes. Saw the UW Green Bay coach here today. I was telling Coach Carey, I mean, if you look at the venues, look at the players, look at the teams, there's never been a better time to be part of girls basketball in the state of Wisconsin than it is right now.
The game just gets better and better.
Off the charts. Amazing. That last game, the Stevens Point Pewaukee game, was a prime example.
Yeah, with under 10 minutes to go, it was 50 to 33. No, I'm sorry, it was 50 to, what was it? Yeah, 50 to 33.
Yes.
And you're kind of thinking, okay, this one's winding down, and the next thing you know, you look up, it's 50 to 50.
Leah Ernest and Maddie Rogan and the Stevens Point's going to be really, really good.
Yeah, well, we have to play them. So.
Oh yes, you get the luxury of playing them next month. First free throw in and good.
Yeah, that's what's kind of nice about this tournament is it gives you a chance to scout some teams that, that way you don't have to make that 2-hour drive. We still might, obviously, to get some more film, but it's pretty cool to have a lot of teams in one place.
Maddie Guard checks out for Oak Creek. 61-42, 19-point lead for the Warhawks. 4:54 left. You're watching W7 Live's coverage of the Brookfield Central Thanksgiving Shootout. Halfway done, 6 more tomorrow.
Well, you need a couple stops here and a couple shots to get yourself just within striking distance. It's not over yet.
61-44. You're a broadcast network's dream, Coach. You never say it's over. That's that keeps our viewers hanging on the line, so we appreciate that. Good skip pass.
I've just seen games, happen.
Oh,
like
for
the
sure.
last game, just too many times.
Turns on a dime.
Happen.
Grace Caraggio from Brookfield Central in the house. So many great kids here, Coach. The BC kids, and it's just so fun just being around. It's such an infectious thing, just being around girls basketball. We're all competitors and we all fight hard and play for our teams and everything else. But at the end of the day, it really is a big family, a big community in this girls basketball. It's so great to be a part of it.
Well, in a situation where you don't get as much, media coverage or attention as some sports or as maybe that boys basketball does, I think people kind of rally together and take a lot of pride in it. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize the quality of teams and the quality of players that we have here in the state of Wisconsin.
Agree. 61-45. Jenna Blunt, that was her first point.
We're looking for a stop and a 3 here. Another 3-point by Trinity.
Three-pointer, Jalen Acker for 3.
Just when I'm thinking, okay, well they're gonna burn some clock out, they're gonna take some while before the shot, they get a quick 3.
15 for Acker, and it's 64-45. Well, W7 will be live streaming the 2018-19 Badger Classic in the second weekend of January of 2019. And Coach, I know the Lady Goslings will be part of that. Is another full day, just like today, of back-to-back fantastic games. And the Badger is a great conference, and there'll be a lot of great games on that day for us to 2 days for us to be a part of.
I mean, we have the North and the South, obviously. So each team plays their counterpart in the standings of the other conference. So it's a great kind of celebration of basketball in the Badger Conference. Last year it was at Stoughton. This year it's at Madison Edgewood, and the gym was packed pretty much from morning till night.
That's fantastic.
With a lot of good games, and it drew a lot of attention. It was a great thing for girls basketball, and this is the second year that we're doing it now, this upcoming year.
And I proposed to the Woodland Conference they ought to do something like that because it's such a great idea. I just love it. The Woodland could easily do that with East and West. I mean, it would work out perfectly.
Yeah, we used to have 2 crossover games. Now we went down to 1 crossover game and then the Badger Challenge. So
nice.
You still get those two crossovers.
64-45, 3:45 left. We'll look for that the second week in January. The Badger Challenge, live streamed only on W7. Out of bounds.
Stay here.
It'll stay here. So, Coach, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I really play this exclusive card. Like, you know, you can only find it here. And I try to position it as only, like, we're the fortunate ones that we get to show it, nobody else does. Because I feel that way. I feel it's really great that we get to be, you know, in this position to do this. It's so much fun. It's just seeing these athletes play, and the reception we get from families is amazing.
Well, and nowadays, too, I mean, it's very rare that you say, oh, you know, something's streaming, and then you go to the site, and usually you need a membership. You know, you need to sign up. You need to give your credit card and pay for it. Get a monthly, and there's none of that. And you can just go on there and watch, and I think that's something people really appreciate. And it's just getting more rare these days that that you can get something without a fee.
And I get it. I mean, you know, people are in business to make money. I totally get that. It's just, you know, I just enjoy doing it, and you know, we get help from a lot of different places, and it's really just about, you know, getting exposure to these girls. And people are like, well, don't you get worried when other people start doing it? Absolutely not. We want more people to do it. It's more attention for these kids. That's what it's all about.
Right.
I have people come up to me all the time. Hey, can I come and watch you and see what you do? So we can do it. Absolutely. Come and watch us. Come and learn. See how we do it. Learn from our mistakes. Believe me, there's no shortage of them. Under 3 minutes to go. Jalen Acker drives in. Boy, nice kick out. McNeil baseline jumper short. And that's going to be a foul on Katie Gard.
I thought they called it on Germantown initially, but it looks like we're going to stay here. It looks like it's going to be a foul on Oak Creek. Yep.
That's Gard second. Well, 17-point lead with 2:50 left. I mean, Coach, what if you're you know, Oak Creek? I mean, what do you take away from this game? I mean, Germantown is a different beast just because they got a lot of the same pieces as last year. Oak Creek doesn't have that.
Yeah, I think I think obviously you take away the fact that it's difficult to play this style this early in the year, especially with, you know, some players that played smaller roles last year. But I think you look at the things that they did well throughout the game, as far as, you know, especially how they came out and played the second half. You know, and the other part too is Germantown played really, really well. So you got to give them a lot of credit, you know, on the flip side of things.
Second one, no good. 65-47, 18-point lead for Germantown. And I guarantee you, Coach, we've had plenty of GMC coaches watching tonight. Have fun with this group.
Yeah, they're watching tonight and then not sleeping.
Yeah. We're talking to you, Coach Sotiros. We know you're watching. And the question of the Southeastern Conference is what it is every year. Is anybody going to beat Oak Creek?
You know, Franklin's got a good program. They've got a strong team each year, but, you know, that's kind of been the extent of it for, unfortunately, for quite a few years here.
It has been for quite a while.
Everything changes, though.
We saw Franklin play Cedarburg today, and, you know, I think Franklin played okay. I thought Cedarburg played extremely well. The three-point shooting was amazing. Kendall Rollison had a fantastic game. Claire Diener, the freshman, you know that name, had a fantastic game. I mean, they were so good, Cedarburg was. We'll see them again tomorrow night when they play Greenfield. Well, Coach Letnick pulling his starters. 2:12 left. Katie Gard comes out. Maddie Gard comes out. Nice applause from the Oak Creek faithful. McNeil in, and good reminder, following tonight's game, the W7 Live Player of the Game. We'll have a quick couple minutes with that individual and then get the heck out of town until 10:30 tomorrow morning. Might as well just sleep here, Coach. I mean, what's the point of going all the way home? I mean, McNeil hits them both. 67-47, 2:12 left. Yeah, it's only 9:30, so early. Nice pass inside. Well, good spin move. And nice job. 14, that's Hallie, I'm not even going to try it. So they told me earlier, Shoshelnik, something like that. But that was like an hour ago.
You're close. I just don't want to attempt it.
It's something like that, Shoshelnik or something. Close. Anyway, nice move by Hallie. 67-49, 149 left. And timeout Germantown. And, Coach, I mean, and you've been on both sides of this. This is a case where people say, gee, why call a timeout? You're up 18 or you're down 18, whatever it is. Why do you do that?
It might be for substitutions. I haven't seen them come in yet. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the thing that comes to mind for me is a lot of times you're playing kids that don't always play a ton of minutes.
Right.
And, if you know Coach Lutnick and you know Coach Stuvey, I mean, there's no off switch. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're always coaching these kids. And you get kids that aren't playing a lot. I mean, it's still a time to teach, right? I mean, that never ends.
I think they might have made one sub there. That might have been part of the reason. But, yeah, like you said, I mean, you want to make sure that you're taking every opportunity to coach every kid.
And some of them, I mean, hey, you may not think you need them now, but you know how this thing goes. It's a long season. Kids get hurt. Kids get tired. Things happen.
Especially with the style they play, too.
For sure. You look at Drew Henning last year at McWanago. Nobody expected that to happen, that she went down. And luckily, McWanago had a deep bench, but, I mean, that doesn't just happen by itself. Good segue into tomorrow's highlight game, 3:45. Rufus King and McWanago. Norbert Durst from WisSportsNet will be calling that game live with me. Does he do a great job or what? Oh, he is fantastic.
Yeah, the amount of coverage that he provides for girls in the state is
crazy.
Just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just talking off camera or off the mic earlier about, what would we do without WisSports?
I could not even imagine. I give them credit on every broadcast because if it wasn't for them, I would have no numbers, no anything. Three-pointer in and good.
And for coaches, too, I mean, it's invaluable for us as well with the quick access to stats and to rosters.
Back the other way for three, no good. Rebound. Oak Creek, pass ahead. Kassar again. Sarah, nice job. Sarah Kasser. That's 10 for Kasser. 67-54, under a minute to play. Big thanks again to you, Coach Stolberg, for being here tonight and hanging out with us. We've had a fantastic time. You're always welcome. We'd love to have you anytime that your schedule works. I know you're super busy. Appreciate you making time for us.
I appreciate you having me, and we really appreciate all the coverage and what you're doing for girls basketball. I think everybody in the state is really excited about it.
Well, good things happening, and looking forward to meeting the Lady Goslings this year. And I got to check out those new unis, Coach. I love those. Those look really slick.
Yeah, they look pretty good so far. We've had a chance to wear the home and away, so
nice.
We're pretty happy with them.
Shot no good, out of bounds. It'll be Germantown ball. To your point, Coach, it's a 13-point game. I mean, it was 20-some at one point. It's 13. I mean, this nothing to sneeze at for Oak Creek. I mean, a lot to they'll learn. Coach Lutnick will make sure they learn a ton.
Well, it's not like college football where you lose once and you're out of it. I mean,
right.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters.
It matters.
The only thing matters
yeah.
is that you take a lot of positives away from it and you get better.
And they will,
especially this early in the season.
That's the ball game. Final score: Germantown 67, Oak Creek 54. We'll take a quick break and be back with the W7 Live Player of the Game. Thanks again, Matt Stolberg. Appreciate it, head coach of Watertown. We'll see you down the road this season.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
You betcha. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching W7.
don't know Oak Creek girls basketball. Go Knights. No saying.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Oak Creek girls basketball. Go Knights.
W7 Live, we are back with the W7 Live player of the game. It's Natalie McNeil from the Germantown Warhawks. Natalie, first of all, great job tonight.
Thank you, thank you.
So, great game by you guys. Thoughts coming in. I mean, what did Coach Stubbe say? I mean, you guys just do what you do. I mean, it's a breakneck pace all the way through. I mean, that just doesn't change with you guys.
Yeah, I think first week coming in, all of us were just really excited to get back playing and back playing together after a long AAU season and off season. I think that we just wanted to get out there, play hard, play for each other, and play together.
You know, you guys really have the potential, I think, to be a really special team this year. You got a lot of it's one of those things where you can't focus on. Obviously, you were the player of the year last year, but I mean, you got a whole arsenal behind you. I mean, you guys really have a lot of weapons that you can bring to bear, throughout the season. How important is that as you go through? I mean, the GMC, which of course we all know is brutal, and then on from there. I mean, how important is it to have so many players you guys can count on to bring in and come in and have minutes and score points?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important that we all can play for each other, and everyone's going to be hot. Someone's going to be hot one game, and someone's going to be hot the other game. It's just a matter of who's going to come out, who's going to prove themselves. But I think that's what's really special and really fun about our team is that everyone can play. Everyone can play, and that's something you don't see all the time. So when everyone can get the opportunity to get on the court and to prove themselves, I think that's something special.
And what I really like about your team is you guys, share the ball, you share the attention. I mean, there's no like superstar. I mean, it's I call it death by 1,000 cuts. I mean, you could if you key on anybody, there's three more ready to step up and score and make things happen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're not going to hit your shot every game. So when you're not, it's really awesome to have the support from the back from who else is going to step up because. Like I said, we all have the potential to be something great.
How big is it to win a game? I mean, obviously it's not a conference game or anything like that, but I mean, Oak Creek obviously a very, very good program and a very good team. How big is it to win a game like this tonight?
I mean, with all the rankings coming out and seeing where everyone stands, to go and to play against those rankings and to prove yourself, I think that's something special. That's really important. And I mean, non-conference games are really fun because it's only one. You don't get another chance to come back and get another stab at it. You get one, you're right there, and whoever gets the best.
Well, and when you play teams like this, I mean, it helps you guys as a team because, you know, it would be easy to go in and play teams you're going to beat by 30 or 40 points. But I mean, when you play high caliber teams like Oak Creek, it helps you as you get into the GMC because you can work on things. So even though you guys played as well as you did, I know Coach Stuvey pretty well. I'm sure there's plenty of things he's going to want to work on.
Yeah, definitely playing against high caliber teams that have a lot of talent teach you a lot for who you're going to play next.
Well, great job tonight, Natalie.
Thank
Look
you.
forward to seeing you guys. We're going to come and do 4 Germantown games this year, so you're going to get sick of us by the end of the year. Natalie McNeil, our W7 Live Player of the Game. That's going to do it for us today. 6 games. You only got to do 1 game. I had to do 6 today.
Oh.
Of course, I didn't run as much as you did, though. So, thank you for joining us. 10:30 tomorrow, DSHA Milwaukee Academy of Science will be, and that's 5 more following it. The big game tomorrow, Milwaukee King and McWanago, 3:45. You'll be watching that one, won't you?
Yeah.
All right. Natalie McNeil, Gary Whipperman, W7. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank